Hello, everybody, and welcome to another night of Friday Night Dice. This is a D&D group that we all kind of got together and started playing over. Wow, it's been over a year and a half now. It's amazing. We started playing before the pandemic, and we were supposed to do it every other week. But when the pandemic set in, we kind of wanted an outlet every Friday going into the weekend, so we decided to do it every week, and we pretty much are doing it every week since then. Of course, we didn't start recording until partway into this campaign, so the first campaign will be lost into the sea of nothingness forever, unfortunately. But we have lots and lots of content coming up for you all in the future. So this week, tomorrow night, in case you guys are interested in Final Fantasy VI, the Worlds Collide, the randomizer, they're going to do a bingo night. They got 4 runners ready to go, and a couple of new commentators out there too. If you're interested in seeing a new variation of how you can play Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, the randomizer, you can check that out 7 p.m. over on the FF6 Worlds Collide feed. That'll be tomorrow night at 7. That's about it. I don't have anything for news or any information today. I am going to. Well, actually, no. I do have the talent tree I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to start before I got on stream, but family. There were more things to do. Excuse me. More important things to do with the baby and all, so that kind of wayside. But I'll put that out maybe next week. I'll try to get that out there. So I hope you're enjoying the start of the holiday weekend with Labor Day coming up here on Monday. Of course, I don't understand what Labor Day means because I work all weekend. I work on holidays too, so that's just the way it is for my job. But yeah, anywho, we're going to bring in the rest of the Friday night cast here in a second, and yeah, let's get going. And we have Inti back today. Yay! Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey.
I believe Sean is running a little late, unfortunately, so we'll get him in here in a little bit.
So is Bailey.
Oh, Bailey too?
Billy's here, just his Discord is having issues.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, Paul, I was meaning to target you more to bring down that Spirit Guardians, but things just got out of hand. It was a pretty crazy battle. So what I should have done, I should have been charming you as opposed to Inti's character, but with you being a half elf and Inti being human, I figured I'd have a better odd getting the wizard. Plus, getting the wizard would be nice.
You did get the wizard.
Especially the wizard.
It was just a crazy. I don't know. Inti, did you listen to the podcast?
No, I haven't had a chance.
Oh my god!
So your wild magic actually served you well because you did get charmed. I did target you, and the very first thing you did after you got charmed was a wild magic surge because Sean decided to use your Tides of Chaos. And the way that I have it set up is that if you try to get advantage against that charm save, you do have to roll on the wild magic surge. And it just so happened that the roll was the one that knocks you out into another plane of existence or whatever.
So it broke the charm.
that Tides of Chaos always procs.
How would you rule that though, Inti? Because I let it go as breaking the charm because you're just on a different plane of existence, but there's nothing in the rules that says that. Right?
I would say the charm still continues, honestly, because even if it's something like Banish, I would say you come back charmed.
That's what I was leaning towards, but then I didn't want to completely slaughter everybody, so I figured I'd let it slide.
Oh, and the vampire bit his own kid.
Nice.
That was good.
You should have at least watched the highlights.
And I sweetened the deal a little bit with the vampire because he has that swarm feature where he can summon bats or rats. And I had that little area, it was kind of like where that chest was. And that's where the swarm was going to come from. But I figured I'll go with the wolves instead. And then this way they can just hang out up top above where the well was. And then if any of you tried to escape, the wolves would just try to get some op attacks. So I tried to lean it a little bit in your guys' favor because I figured it was a pretty tough battle.
Yeah, after Inti went into the
Just want to show you guys real quick while we're waiting. They can't hear me right now, but yeah, I got my little mascot now. So I showed my mascot yesterday. He really came through for me with the Final Fantasy VI randomizer. It was insane.
Points of damage.
It was kind of insane. Where yeah, I had my best PB on a ladder race, so that was kind of cool that I was able to do that. So yeah, he's gonna sit right next to me right here. He's gonna be right over here, right next to me. So so yeah, so he's gonna stay there, and hopefully for some more good luck in the future.
I kept forgetting to call that out, and I forgot to tell you, Sean. I'm sorry, Leo, that we missed 4 rolls for because I was just rolling the dice.
And also one more little quick thing. For those of you who are wondering about Paul's rolls, we'll be showing those rolls here if I remember correctly. So, and that, of course, it's not working now. See if I can get it to work. There it is. So there is the roll for you guys. So when you see him roll, it can pop it up on the screen if I remember. So bear with me. All right. Yeah, I just had to fill in a couple updates on the stream here. I'm here.
Well, in that case, let's begin. And if Sean's not here right away, I'm sure he'll be here soon.
He's here. See him in the chat.
So if we recall, last time we had a couple encounters in Coneyberry. And if you ever run this module, there is nothing in Coneyberry. That was all Leo originals right there. We had the Warforged encounter up top. Then we went down the well. We had a vampire encounter. The encounter didn't have to happen. You could have avoided Coneyberry entirely, but curiosity, you had to check it out. Where we left off last was you guys were heading towards back to Phandalin. Was that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing a pit stop at Phandalin.
Yep. Okay. And what I have planned for you guys is going to be a straight trek back to Phandalin. No encounters. It does take a day and a bit. So, Inti, you're going to have a long rest right about at this point, and then you won't be able to travel anymore before gaining exhaustion. So no encounters throughout the evening. I do want to fast forward because I got some interesting stuff lined up. So Inti, when you're ready, go ahead and re-roll your portent dice.
Ooh.
Decent rolls.
Very nice. Whenever you get a high and a low like that, it's usually a good thing.
Yeah.
So you managed to get a long rest in. The road was nice and quiet. You feel as though you didn't feel threatened or you were looked upon or anything like that. A little bit of stability is being brought to the valley, you might think. You wake up the next morning, and not only that, the weather has cleared up. It's a beautiful, clear morning. You depart nice and early, and you make it back to Phandalin, where it all began.
Or they'll get lost along the way.
I'm going to assume that one of us took the mirror from the vampire.
The mirror.
I think we already did. I think we already dropped that off.
Huh?
We already dropped that. We already came back, dropped that off, and went back out again.
Oh, there was a mirror in the where we killed the vampires.
Oh, another mirror. I forgot. That's right.
There was a hand mirror.
I don't remember that.
Well, it was on the map.
Yeah, I absolutely remember. I just heard it today on the re-podcast.
A mirror. Okay.
Yeah, because you said you held up the mirror so I could look at it. John's character did.
I kind of remember that.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then you joked that you couldn't see him. That's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, no. No,
That's exactly what happened.
well, I think No, Rigel held up a mirror.
But he's talking about one in the vampires lair.
I don't recall if
All
that
right,
was
listen, let's
one that was
not.
there, or if it was just like, yeah, right, someone has a mirror, Rigel uses it.
Ooh, but before I forget, I do want to bring up the very interesting little twist at the end with Ketvia. If you recall, the cleric was infused with some necrotic curse, possibly transforming him into a Dampier, part vampire. However, Ketvia came in and saved the day without having the cleric roll to see if he'd be permanently infected with the curse. And he used his friend, Dez the Imp. Dez the Imp showed up, and it turns out there was a little bit of a side agreement with the Artificer and this Imp that you guys came across the day prior. One thing that I forgot to mention was what Ketvia received in exchange for releasing the Imp from the old Owl encounter. Not only did he have servitude of the Imp for 6 months, 6 weeks, and 6 days, which Ketvia ended up turning that into the remove curse required to help out the cleric. But Ketvia also was granted a dark gift, Mistwalker.
Oh, that thing?
Yes, this was the offer that was given to the cleric back on Old Owlwell encounter, but it was declined. And now Ketvia has been somewhat gifted this, I guess you could call it a gift. I mean, you do get Misty Step, which is great. However, there is the Poisoned Roots feature at the bottom. When you finish a long rest, the world around you in a 10-mile radius becomes a siphon that will eventually leach away your vitality. You can remain in the area safely for a number of weeks equal to your con modifier. Thereafter, each time you finish a long rest in the area, you must succeed on DC 15 con save or gain 1 level of exhaustion. The Imp also threw in a bonus if Ketvia released him of a free cantrip. And this ended up being Ray of Frost, I believe, right? Ray of Frost?
I'm not sure. That was what Strings took for his dark gift.
Let me just check.
He's
Bailey, are
having
you there?
problems. Oh, he's
Yeah,
having problems with his Discord.
Bailey's having Discord problems, so.
Let me check his character sheet just to make sure.
Here he is. He's back.
Yeah.
It appears to be Ray of Frost, yes. So the deal was Ray of Frost, including the Dark Gift for the release, as well as Servitude, but he ended up trading the Servitude for that Remove Curse. And Paul, your character is not a vampire. Congratulations.
Nice.
I am not a vampire.
Now, upon your return back to Phandalin, you notice that the town, as you descend down the road up top, going downwards to town center, is quite a bustle. There are definitely more people. It appears that the mine being reopened, the lost mine of Phandelver, has grown quite an attraction from abroad. You see new faces, and you also see a familiar face. It appears that there are several knights in armor that have shown up. There's a couple of caravans, and you quickly identify them as the Lord's Alliance. And one of those friendly faces you see is arguing with a short, fat man, who you recognize once you get a little bit closer to be the town master, who you dealt with a little bit. And it appears they're in some type of argument, and Sildar, that's the gentleman that you guys rescued forever ago, is just sort of throwing up his hands like, I don't know what to tell you type of thing. And as you approach, they're sort of standing closer to town center, so you pass by the general store, you pass by the Stonehill Inn, and you can overhear that the town master is complaining about his status as town master. And luckily, to try to get out of the conversation, Sildar comes approaching you, and he greets you with a smile and his hand raised. And Sildar says, "Greetings, old friends. It is good to see you again. How have you been?"
Good. We've been good. How have you been?
Very well. My return from Waterdeep is complete, along with some reinforcements. If you recall, we have an agreement with the dwarves, the rock seekers. Those are the gentlemen that found the mine. There's also the agreement with the Shields Coster, Lion Shields Coster. And together, between the Lord's Alliance, the Lion Shield Coster, the dwarves, and yourselves, they have sort of combined their resources to make it so they're building a road towards the lost mine, as well as reopening the mine for future development. And he says things are going well. He returned with some men to provide some support, some security to the town. And he shows you sort of the caravans, and you can see several knights, maybe a little bit shy of a dozen. So it's not like an army or anything like that. It's just sort of a small group of personnel, but they look to be well equipped. And one of them especially looks quite strapping and large. So you think that maybe this is where the town finally turns around and some stability can be brought. Sildar says, "Before I forget," and he looks to you, Rayon, "I have a reward for you for the capture and killing of the outlaw Glassstaff, also known as Iarno Albrecht." And he actually goes to one of the covered wagons, and he pulls out a small chest, and he's walking towards you. And he says, "As a member of the Lord's Alliance, Rayon Yunari, I present you with this." And he grabs one hand over the top of the chest and opens the small chest.
It's Vecna's hand. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's inside. This is what you see. There are 300 gold pieces, so there's that.
Ooh.
There's the reward as promised for the group. And he says, for you, Rayon, I have purchased this item out of my own gold for you to help with your speech impediment.
Oh!
Ooh. Oh shit.
Oh my god! That's amazing! Oh my god, my chair fell.
You have earned this, Rayon, and you have gained renown within the Lord's Alliance. And he hands it to you.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's pretty.
Yes, that's the speech impediment I was talking about.
I'll do my best then. I hope I will try this out, and I hope it helps.
And what's your current intelligence?
5.
5. This will radically increase your intelligence score after attunement, of course, to 19.
Wow. Oh man, I was only joking about that before we even started the campaign, but okay.
From a -3 to a +4.
That's wow.
And now the thief is just waiting for you to get eaten by that dragon so he can take it off your head.
No more intellect devourers now.
Oh, sorry, the rogue. I keep calling rogues thieves.
Speaking of,
Yes.
you must be Sildar. I don't believe we've met.
Ah, yes. I am a member of the Lord's Alliance, a former Griffin Rider of Waterdeep. It is a pleasure to meet you. And has he, I guess Sildar expects the bard to be there, right?
Because he left when we did Cragmaw Castle, right?
He says, he looks around, where is that colorful fellow that wore the mask all the time? Where is he? I didn't really get a chance to talk to him more. I wish I had. Is he around?
Passed on to the next life.
I am sorry to hear that. May I ask, how did it happen?
Old age.
It's
not wrong.
But yeah.
He did see his face. I remember you guys had a conversation once where you took off the mask.
Sildar was the only one.
He did seem rather young when I did manage to speak with him.
Yeah, he was 50.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Well, I am sad to hear the news, but you, sir, what is your profession, if I might ask, as he examines your studded leather armor and thieves' tools hanging off the side of your hip?
Well, from time to time, I like to be a cobbler, though I do find employment in more, well, usually I like to find adventuring groups and just keep an eye on them, make sure they're not getting into too much trouble, you know? They can be a rowdy bunch.
He's kind of giving you a sideways look like, interesting. I'm going to keep my eye on you, he thinks. And he says, well, if you are part of this group now, I think you might be interested to know that the town master is interested in speaking with you in regards to some missions, some jobs that were posted on the town hall. Have you completed the jobs that were set out?
Yes, and then some.
Very well. And you see the fat man, the town master, sort of walking away, sort of off to the east, I guess. He's sort of heading this way now. And then he points actually south and says, the town master would love to see you. Please.
I would like to see him as well.
Oh, that person? He is no longer the town master. The new town master has been voted in by the new democracy here in Phandalin. There was an emergency meeting last night when we arrived, and a new town master has been appointed by the townsfolk of Phandalin. She would be very eager to meet you again. And he gives you a little wink, and he says, good day, and enjoy the festivities, as he points to this area over here, as he goes back to the cart, and you see this circle here, right?
Well, I'm not seeing anything. Seeing the map.
I see the circle.
Little black circle
Oh,
right
yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah.
It appears that there is a small group of townsfolk and a couple of knights surrounding this circle and a bit of commotion. And you heard Sildar just now say that there is some type of festivities going on. So it's up to you. Sildar has walked away and thanked you once again for your service to the Lord's Alliance. What do you do next?
Ryan would salute him before he walked away, though.
He salutes back.
I actually would like to say that it is an honor to meet a former Griffin Rider.
Oh, yes. If before he walks away, you want to say that. And,
I've heard quite the reputation.
Yes, they are often using they often use swords wreathed in green flames as they ride their griffins.
Cool.
Nice.
And I think that's where Green Flame Blade originated. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it has something to do with the Griffin Riders of Waterdeep.
That's another video.
All right, I'm going to mosey on over to the circle, see what's going on.
All right, what are the rest of you going to do? You have the inn, you have the town hall number 2, the town master's hall, where apparently a new town master has been appointed, and you have this crowd, a little bit of cheering going on actually over there.
Well, the town master asked to speak with us, so
Yeah,
people
business first, I guess.
I will see.
Yeah, business first is probably a good idea. Just get that figured out.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Hey,
All right.
hey, this is our retirement fund we're talking about. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, it's good to know that you. Wait, wow, that headband really is already improving your intellect. If you can think about retirement funds.
Oh god! By the way, I'm not gonna.
Oh,
Obviously, I'm not gonna tune to it until we get a short or long rest.
Yeah, for sure.
So forget that then.
The Townmaster's Hall has a sturdy stone walls, a pitched wooden roof, and a bell tower at the back. Posted on a board next to the front door, a notice is written in common. It reads, "Reward, Orc near Wyvern Tor." And just so happens you guys completed that quest.
Pull that one off.
There was also a couple of others. There was Trouble at Old Owl Well. You guys
Rip
took
that
care of
one
that.
off.
Check mark. And then I believe the only one remaining was possibly Trouble up at
Oh yeah.
Thunder Tree, which is the ruins to the north where a certain great worm has been spotted. Anyways, the door is actually wide open, which is the first time you've ever seen the Townmaster's hall door open. The previous Townmaster always kept it closed and did all of his business through the bottom of the door, sliding coins one by one. The door, however, is wide open, and as you approach, you peer in, and you see a familiar face.
What?
Priestess Garalee greets you with a warm smile, and she has
Sister
quite-
Garalee.
Sister Garalee has quite the smirk on her face as she stands up and she gives you a bow. "So, how do you like my new title?" she says. "I'm sure you've heard by now."
Ain't that
Just
bad.
wondering since when people of faith are involved in politics.
Oh, you know how it goes. In history, there's been all sorts of members of faith getting into politics. I am not the first, as you are aware. As town master, I have quite a bit more power, as you can see. And she
Yes.
gives you, Wizard, a little bit of a wink, because you know that she is not a priestess of the Lady Luck.
says-
She
Yeah,
is a priestess.
that concerns me.
Yes. She is a priestess of the maiden, what's her face?
Oril.
Oril, yes. And you also know, Rigel, that she is a member of the Zentarum group, just as you are. And Adrian is also a member of the Zentarum, right?
Yes.
However, she outranks both of you.
Yeah, well, I'm closer.
Fair enough.
I'm closer than Rigel.
And she says, "Well, did you complete the tasks? You are back alive, so I assume you have completed the Trouble at Old Owl Well and the orcs at Wyvern Tor, just like you've completed my task earlier, the one with the Banshee."
Yes, the one where you almost got killed. Remember, don't
Now,
worry.
if you had said the right things, I'm sure things wouldn't have deteriorated into a battle.
At any rate, we have completed the jobs.
Yes, very well. Do you have any proof of the defeat of the orcs as well as the undead being destroyed at Old Owl Well?
You have our word. We
There
are
should
not
also
liars.
there should also be some documentation at an orphanage over in Tribor.
An orphanage in Tribor?
Yeah, where I sent all the baby orcs.
Oh, right. Yes, the orcs. So you don't have any proof, do you? Anything at all? Do you have?
Nope.
We have the stuff we took from their dead bodies.
Well, I mean, and true
Oh, I
form.
know. What about Brugor's Fury?
Oh yeah, that's
I was
right.
gonna
have
say,
the
like-
first Fury. I have this.
All right, so Brugor's Fury, and then maybe that extremely high-powered scroll that you found at Old Owl Well, because there was rumored to be a Tasha's Otherworldly Guise lost many years ago, a very powerful spell. So, fair enough. If you were to present those two items, plus she has a very high passive insight, and she believes your words, Very well, as promised. The reward of 25 gold for each completed mission. Here you go. And she sort of hastily gives you 50 gold total.
Ugh.
Really?
Yes, wasn't that the reward from the previous town master? It was 25, wasn't it, per mission? And she's kind of like, she's kind of giving you a little bit of a, you know.
I believe
Adrian,
it was 25 per. Well, I can't talk. I'm stupid right now. Never mind.
Adrian is actually going to cast message to fill Sister Garely in on anything the group might not be telling her.
Okay, like what?
Well, I'm gonna mention that. I'm gonna mention that there was a vampire, and that we let a the young child vampire go.
Okay.
Uh,
And she doesn't have. Oh wait, she can respond with message, right?
She can respond.
She's going to ask if you knew the last direction of that foul undead.
Do I?
I don't think so. I think you guys
Nope.
spent the night down below.
No, we stayed in the well for a short rest. We'd have no idea where he went.
Don't forget about the was it Master of Blades?
Oh yeah, I'll mention the Lord of Blades and all that. But
Sure.
I kind of had a feeling that the letting the vampire go part is what you wouldn't have told her.
Yeah, you definitely get the sense in her reply that she is not pleased with you that you let this undead vampire child go. And if you didn't have the known last direction, she's even more a little bit irritated. So anyways, yes.
No, but I'll respond. No, but I can paint a vivid picture of what he looks like, what he has, and roughly where he could have made it to by now.
Okay, fair enough. Just based on the time that has elapsed and such. Oh, and you can maybe describe that cloak that he was wearing to protect him from the sunlight.
Yes, the magical cloak.
Very well. She does go back to the payments. So yes, as promised, 25 gold per mission. So here is 50 gold, and she hands it to you. Are you going to accept?
I think we deserve more. 50 gold for. I mean, we did a lot of stuff here. The town.
Well, sure, but you also received the spoils of your adventures, did you not?
That is not how contracts work.
Yeah.
Everyone along the sword coast knows that.
I mean, we did accept the contracts by doing them beforehand, so that's probably an oversight on our part.
Do you guys remember what was offered as compensation for the missions prior?
No, I'm looking at the board. It doesn't say, does it?
We never asked.
Well, I might have said it, I might not have, but the true payment was 50 gold per mission. And she's trying to shortchange you guys. She knows very well that the previous offer was 50, but she's sort of shooing you guys along for 25 each. So, Cleric, you have responded that you deserve more. Is anyone else going to say anything?
Is this the direction you're gonna take, Vandalin? Lies in deceit? That's how you're gonna start your new career?
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, she gives you the death stare, Rigel.
And Sister Garely, may I may I put forth a compromise?
I'm
Instead
listening.
of the additional 50 gold that we would ask, how about some holy water? We do seem to run into a lot of undead, and it would be quite useful.
I don't think so. You could minus yours because I could just create holy water.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure we already have a source of that.
Yeah, we already have one.
Oh. Well, I did not know that you were capable of creating holy water. That is my mistake. I did not know that you knew the spell.
All right, so it sounds like Volt, you're asking for the full 50 each. Go ahead and make
Okay. I'm asking for 75.
Whoa!
I thought it was 75 each.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Hold on, I am not rolling these freaking. All right, what's my persuasion? It's probably shit. You said persuasion? You sure?
Correct. Yeah, persuasion.
Did somebody else roll this?
I can't talk for the group yet until I'm smarter, but I
Well,
will.
Rigel can burn his portent, no problem, right?
Not for a skill check, I don't think.
You can for a skill check.
You can, yeah.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Anyway.
It's 3, so that would be a 1. I can't
Wow.
believe nobody else is speaking up.
Well, because of that incredibly sad performance, she feels a little bit remorseful about lowballing you guys. Very well. 50 gold per mission. She hands you another 50 gold for a total of 100 gold. I suppose you have earned it. And then Rigel, she gives you another dirty look. You should respect the new mayor of Phandalin, she says.
I respect those who do good work. I thought I
I would
already
also,
made that clear.
I would also like to use message to ask her if there are anything that the Zentarim would like for this group to do.
Yes, she actually responds to you in her own voice because she wants the rest of the group to hear this. Are you ready?
Yeah.
My friends, she says, in air quotes, friends. My friends. A companion, maybe that's not the correct word, she thinks. My old colleague has gone up to Thunder Tree. He has gone up there to speak with this emerald green worm that has been spotted. He has gone up there as a member of his faction, which is the Emerald Enclave. He is a loose member of that faction and a friend of mine, she says. I am worried about his safety. If you are heading up to Thunder Tree, and if you are going to confront the last menace that is plaguing this area, I ask that you seek him out. He is a druid, she says. And you can tell in her voice that she kind of cares about this person, this humanoid, I should call him. You can't miss him if you were to meet him in his true form, she says. He is a lizard folk druid.
Oh my god.
His name is Fezzik the Immortal.
So that's why I saw him in our player characters forever ago.
Fezzik is just gonna keep cropping up.
I honestly thought that Fezzik was in there as a tester for him to like try things out when he was setting this up. I honestly, that's what I thought.
So, although this Fezzik person is part of a different faction than hers, and she clearly has no interest in the stability of the Phandalin Valley, she just doesn't really care. She does seem to care about this druid, however. She says, please seek him out and ensure his safety if you are heading up there. Are your plans to leave town with the gold that you've earned, or do you plan to go up to the ruins of Thunder Tree, she asks.
Just a quick side note, everybody, so everybody's aware. Fezzik is our DM's probably favorite character to play in Arena.
Very well. Well, the mine isn't operational yet, she reminds you. The road isn't even complete, although work is underway. She would have to speak with the other members of the sort of alliance that has been created to bring back order to Phandalin, but she thinks that she can convince them, and she's willing to write this down in a contract, If you were to face this dragon, I think 500 gold, she says, would be a fair reward. And I must remind you, we are still not fully operational yet. 500 is probably the most that she can convince the other members to contribute in total. Is this a fair agreement?
I believe so.
I think so.
What are your guys' thoughts?
Sounds like a winner.
All right, so mark that down, and also be sure to mark down that 300 from Sildar earlier, and she is going to give you a blessing from Lady Timora, the goddess of luck.
Good, we need it.
And then behind you, you can hear cheering again. Whoa, something's going on up there. So what do you do next as you leave the Townmaster's Hall?
Do we want to see what the celebrations are about?
Yeah, go check that out.
Sounds like fun.
I like fun.
All right, so as a group, you're going to head over. It's only a short walk. It's right there.
Sounds good to me.
Very well. It appears as though a line has been drawn in the ground area of this open courtyard, I guess you could call it. And it appears to be a circular arena, sort of.
Interesting.
You see at the center of the arena, well, first, as soon as you walk in, you see this poor gentleman on the ground right there, and there's a woman tending to his wounds. And at the center, you can see that strapping knight of the Lord's Alliance at the center. He's flexing his muscles, and he goes by Hauser. And you can actually see that there's also another person inside this circular area, and he appears to be asking the crowd, will there be anyone else to challenge Hauser, one of the most powerful of the Lord's Alliance members? And Hauser's sort of standing there, triumphantly. And then, as soon as you guys approach, he sees the group, and he points, you over there! I can see by your appearance, you must be the heroes of Phandelver. Ha ha ha, he laughs. Have you come to challenge me, Hauser of the Lord's Alliance? There is a reward, but there is also a cost. And the referee approaches, and he asks, well, any of you interested in challenging Hauser?
What type of fight is it?
Oh, it's not so much as a fight as it is, and he points to this line drawn in the dirt, this black line. It's less of a fight and more of a challenge. The loser is pushed out of the circle. The winner remains in. Very simple, isn't it?
Yes.
There are
simple.
some
Very
rules.
simple.
There are no weapons allowed. However, magic is allowed. And he says, as the crowd looks upon, sort of cheering you on, hoping that someone will take the offer to challenge Hauser. And he says, what's on the line is very simple. There is 100 gold that you must put up, 100 gold that Hauser puts up. And on top of that, Hauser steps forward. If any of you shrimps decide to take me on, I'll throw in a special item, but you have to throw in an item as well. I bought this trinket at the store down the road. I'm not entirely sure I'll ever use it, but it does look pretty interesting. And he shows you, as he throws it on the pile,
Is it the duck?
the frog. The frog. Where is
Oh,
it?
it's a frog again?
It is the frog. It is the frog tongue charm. And if you recall, this is a expendable item, so you use it once. It says here you can choose to expend this charm when you make a melee attack that uses strength or dexterity. When you do so for the next minute, all melee attacks can be made with a range of 30 feet. And the target of your attack takes an additional 1d6 damage of the weapon's type. So if you have multi-attack, you get a little bit more use out of this item. Furthermore, on a successful hit, the target can be pulled up to 15 feet, regardless of its size. After the duration, the period expires. Forever, with a faint croaking sound. The frog tongue charm, as well as 100 gold, is on the line. If you were to provide 100 gold and an item, Hauser's not too picky, even a potion. I believe you have many of those experimental potions that you purchased a while back.
Potions of health.
He would be willing to accept any of those or anything else you can think of, as well as 100 gold and the title of being the true champion of Phandelver. Do you accept the challenge as he goes back to the center of the ring and flexes his biceps once more?
Well, Rayon?
I got better things to do.
Honestly, I'm not interested in that item, I will say, and the item I would put up is probably better than that, so...
There's also the pride of champion of Phandelver.
I'm already the hero of Phandelver. What difference does that make?
Yeah, what did you do? Except show up after we cleaned the town up. I mean, really.
Are you going to tell him that?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I lean over to Ryan like, what's more of a title, Champion of Phandelver or Dragon Slayer?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm gonna head to the bar. Anybody else want to come?
Oh, he says, look, the coward is walking away, and he goes to the crowd. Look, what heroes of Phandelver we have here, walking away from a challenge. Ah, ha, 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 Hauser.
Nothing. I don't really care. It's
Is anybody going to stop
bullshit.
Ryan from turning around on that one?
Nope. I
um,
say put him in his place, personally, but...
Now, as you eye Hauser, as you look at him, it appears that he is a paladin.
Oh, shit.
You're not sure what type of paladin, but you're pretty confident you can sense, as soon as he came close to you guys, an aura of protection.
Adrian's actually going to come up, put his hand on Ryan's shoulder and say, and like look at him and say, well, no, we're fine, but give this man an hour to drink and eat. He hasn't had all the meals he needs today yet.
Very
Yeah,
well.
I did skip lunch.
Very well. You all look quite scrawny, he says. Ha ha ha. Have your food and drink. When you're ready, come back and face me, if you dare. Ha ha ha. And you see the man on the ground. He's like, what happened?
is it like a pushing contest? So it's
So it's a pushing contest.
It's a sumo contest.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And you basically
Come
have
back
to
and-
win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, about? Give or take?
Well,
Yeah, you can push or shove or however you do it, whether it be magical means or non-magical. The goal is to be outside of the circle. If you push that person or get that person outside of the circle, then you win if you are still inside the circle.
yeah, so while we're taking Ryan over to get his lunch, I'm gonna be like, we have a magic item that you could use to make this much easier. It's almost even designed for it.
You mean this hoopy thingy?
What? What are you talking about?
He's talking about the
Hoopy
headband.
thingy?
Just talking about the headband.
And oh, no, not that.
Oh,
No, the rock that we got back in the vampire cave.
Oh shoot, yeah, the ruin,
oh! I forgot about that.
The orb
Out
of
out
the
of character. I forgot
Steinrune.
about that.
The orb of the
Yeah.
Steinrune, which prevents you from being moved against your will.
Oh! Okay. Okay.
I think that was it, right?
Indomitable stand. Yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean,
Listen to the DM. He's like, oh, oops.
Well, until you move, so you can't
Yeah.
really be on the offensive with it.
Yeah, that's right. You can't be offensive. You just frustrate the hell out of them. That's what you really do. You can't
Yeah.
move.
That would be like a last resort if you're on the edge.
yeah, it's like a. Well, and if you are on the edge, you might as well just grab them, spin around, and throw them out.
So don't forget the rules, though. No weapons allowed, but magic is allowed.
No, it's technically not a weapon.
One thing I could see is I could do Thunder Wave like 3 times, and if he fails, he gets pushed back 10 feet. But that's it.
That would be
Who the hell shoots fireworks off
unsporting.
in September?
He said no. He said magic would.
Magic is allowed. That's not against the rules, but
NT had a power outage, so
Oh, no.
did he?
yeah.
I
'Cause
say
It's a rough
we
night
go
for
to the
this.
bar. Screw this guy.
I'm not gonna be able to ignore him for
Just-
too long, though.
He just talks
All right.
talk. We've walked the walk. We've cleared out all these caves and we've killed orcs and banshees and vampires. And he's been here picking his nose, scratching his ass in a nice, comfy town. I don't need no.
but yeah, so Ryan, if Ryan wants to attune to the Orb of the Steinrune, I just gave him an excuse to spend an hour to do so. A short rest.
Rather
Very
than
well.
get tuned
So you
to
guys are walking away. Is this true?
We're grabbing lunch.
Very well. Feel free and head to the Stonehill Inn if you wish for lunch. The tavern is quite busy. Hustle and bustle is quite noticeable now in Phandalin. And the barkeep gives you a friendly, warm smile and a wave. And he beckons you over to the counter to order your meal. Last time, I think he gave you no charge, but this time he says, "Times are good. I am going to offer you another free meal. So please sit, have a meal, and my new barkeep, my new server will come help you out. And she's not quite as pretty as the old one. I can tell you that.
and she, as long as she doesn't shift into something. What was that one?
Succubus.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
succubus.
succubus.
There's another thing on the list we killed.
She's not quite as pretty, but she does a pretty darn good job at what she does, and you have a delicious meal. And feel free and do what you want within your hour at the Stonehill Inn.
I guess I'll try the hoopy thingy on my head, I guess.
Okay. Anybody else going to do anything during this short rest period?
I'm kind of good.
I noticed that Steinrune orb, it does require attunement as well, so that's 2 attunements right there if you're going to take the orb rayon.
I was only attuned to one thing anyway, so.
So that would be the max.
Yeah. Do I have to attune? Just side note, do I have to attune to that double-bladed thing?
No attunement. It's just a weapon, a +1 weapon, mind you.
Okay, but I think the Guardian and the Master I do have. No, what did I tune to?
No.
I think it's the Guardian.
Is the Guardian and the Master is the one I'm tuned
Really?
to?
Usually you don't have to.
The Guardian of the Master. It does not require attunement.
Okay, so it must be attuned to something else then.
What?
It's got to be the Elven Boots.
That's not attunement.
That's not attunement either.
Nope.
Are
you sure you're attuned to anything?
Says I was tuned. Oh, the tattoo.
Right. Yeah.
I'm attuned to the tattoo. That's what it is.
I don't think I made the tattoos attunement.
No?
I did not, no.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's right. They weren't attuned.
No, I made that on purpose so it wouldn't...
You got the armor. No.
The armor is just plain old armor. It's nothing.
Well, if that's the case, then you only are attuned
I'm only attuned to one damn thing then, which would be the crown. Not the crown, but the headband.
All right, so you got the headband, you got the orb, and you finish your attunement, and
Okay.
you are definitely a little bit more clever than you were before, and your speech has noticeably improved, Rayon.
I think you had to circle it a blasting at one point. Then you
That's
get
also
No.
not attunement.
That's not attunement. I never had it.
I think the Artificer has it.
That is correct.
All right, so the hour goes by. You all have a delicious meal, and it's been a while since you've had a nice home cooked meal. So it was definitely
Oh, yeah, okay.
a nice change of pace. And the barkeep wishes that bard was still around to give his patrons entertainment, and he is quite sorry that he has passed on.
I would not mind to give you entertainment if you desire.
Oh my, you sound different.
'Tis so.
Okay.
We're just all looking at him like, oh wow, this is going to be interesting.
I have two fingers up against my eyebrow.
Goddamn dopey turned into freaking Einstein over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever watch Mickey Mouse, Roast Racers, or any of those shows, just think Goofy when he has the intelligence hat on. That's pretty much what we're looking at right now.
All right, so you finish your meal. Are you going to accept Hauser's challenge?
Can I play a tune for everybody, or?
Oh, yeah. Do you have an instrument, or can you borrow one?
No, I have one. And I'm proficient
Okay.
with it, too.
Oh, very well. Go ahead. Get on top of that small little stage and perform.
Natural 20!
Very well. You. What is a lyre? It's like a
It's like a guitar. It's kind of like...
guitar.
It's sort of between banjo and guitar, kind of, is basically what it is.
Wow. The crowd is overjoyed by your performance with the lyre, and they've almost entirely forgotten about the bard's strings.
Strings had one performance that good, and that was back in that icy town up north.
Oh, right, yeah. Where it all began, the Master's Vault. I forget the name of that town, but yeah. Was it advantage, though, Rayon? I'm not sure.
Well, either way, at 25, still.
25 is still very good, yes. And you actually get a few coins on your way, in fact.
Ooh.
And a bra.
Hey.
And all in all, you count up the coins, and there is a total of 11 silver pieces, Rayon.
Hey! I don't mind that.
So now, after that wonderful performance, the bartender greets you farewell. Are you going to head over to the contest area?
I'm strongly thinking about this, guys.
I think it's a dumb idea.
I understand it's a dumb idea, but
You're now very smart. You should understand this.
100 gold is no small sum, but think you could win 100 gold and that frog charm and the title of, the glory of having the title.
Yeah, he's a cheater. I wouldn't go in there.
Yeah, he is a cheater.
He's a cheater. Come on. You're smarter than
yeah,
this now. You should know.
I think you're right. It's not worth it. This is not this competition would not bring me the glories which I desire for my patron.
Very well.
Man, I got used to using big words again.
Anyone else interested in taking on this challenge, this contest?
The only other person who would be good at it is currently in a power outage.
Yeah, because they can push twice potentially for a round.
Now, would
Rigel.
Ryan think that would be this thingy on his head that would make him smart, or does he think all the lessons he did with Rigel is what helped him try to be like this now?
Well, he's smart enough now to know.
He wasn't so smart.
I still got wisdom -1 though.
Well, yeah,
next-
but now you have a +4 to Arcana.
That was a +7 jump, yeah, to a stat. So, and funny enough, I actually have proficiency in nature. So now I have a +7 in nature.
Oh.
Nice.
Wait, are you like... God.
We're from
How
a
many
0 to +7 in nature checks now.
So, let's see. I know Rigel is smarter, but...
Two levels like
also 20 intelligence.
two levels I could push him back 30 feet. Actually, I can push him back more than that, 50 feet.
Oh, where's Inti when you need him?
In a power outage, apparently.
Damn. That's what we need. We need Inti to push him backwards.
Yep. So it
Yeah.
Yeah,
looks
but
like...
it's still a saving throw, though. It still has a saving throw.
Still, every little bit helps.
I can't believe that Ryan is now the third smartest member of the party.
And 19's still the third. I only
Oh,
jumped
well,
2
yeah.
spots.
Artificer.
We do have an artificer and a wizard, so
Fair enough.
that's-
Yeah. Also, number 4 is also a wizard.
Yeah, that's true too.
And then I'm sitting now at last place with my 12 intelligence.
I only have a 16.
Okay, so we got a pretty smart group now.
Oh, yeah. We're, lowest we've got is a +1.
Yeah.
Charisma is my bane.
Actually, right now, Ryan's only weakness now is wisdom. Like,
I got plenty of that.
literally. I mean, I have a +1 in dexterity, but because of his athletics and acrobatics and all, with his bonuses he gets, really, his only weakness is wisdom now.
I'm not sure
it doesn't
Inti was...
sound like,
not sure
doesn't
Inti was
sound-
around for the challenge.
Oh, maybe not.
He's been...
So it doesn't sound like there's any takers for Hauser's challenge.
Nah, I don't think
Well,
this
Inti-
is what
Yeah, it's
Endabellion
going
wanted to do.
He's tight.
Yeah, no, I will proudly declare that...
I guess not.
No, we are now off to go slay a dragon.
You stay
sees-
here and
He
play
sees
your little game.
the group walking away, so you guys exit the tavern, and instead of heading towards the arena, this challenge area, he sees you walking away. "Oh, heroes, where are you going?" he shouts.
To slay a dragon.
"Slay a dragon, sure, and my name is Elminster the Wizard." Ha ha ha!
Yeah, we killed a vampire yesterday.
Sure
you do?
you did, as you walk away. "Well, heroes, looks like I'm the champion of Phandalin." Ha ha ha! As you-
Well, that's quite all right. Wouldn't want us hogging all of the titles, now would we?
All right, you've declined Hauser's challenge. Fair enough.
We should probably purchase supplies.
Yes.
Yes.
If you wish to do anything in Phandalin, this may be the last time you visit this town.
Uh,
How much is rations again?
ooh, good question.
There is Barthen's Provisions. That's the building B. You can buy anything in the player's handbook. Rations. He specializes in familiar components.
I think
Yeah,
one ration
pretty
is
sure it
5
is.
silver.
Okay.
Feel like that's correct.
Wait,
Yeah.
how much was... Wait, 1 rations per 5 or 10 per 5?
5 silver pieces, yeah. Sounds correct. I'm not positive though.
I believe, well, I know it's 2 for 1. I can't remember if it's silver or gold.
2 for 1 is 8 is 4.
Yeah, it's 0.5 gold pieces.
Yeah, 1 day's of rations is 5 silver.
Yeah, I have already marked down the 10 gold for the familiar components.
Oh,
On my own sheet.
So that's actually... Yeah, I'll just get 3.
And if you were curious, Hauser was a bit of a cheater. Had you accepted his challenge and he had 1 initiative, he would have cast Command.
Oh, come on.
And upon failure, he would have said, Flee!
Hmm.
And that could
That's
have been
why-
a very, very quick loss of 100 gold and a magic item.
I could have I just changed my spells and I had silence. I was gonna cast silence on him.
Ooh, that would have been good because he didn't really have anything else other than athletics. So,
So I'm gonna take off 4 gold pieces for. All right.
okay, so if you want to go to Barthen's Provisions, he greets you again, the half elf that runs Barthen's Provisions, and he's a little bit surprised to see you again, back alive after going out for adventures.
I'm actually gonna.
And,
I'll buy 10 rations.
okay, sure, go ahead.
As-
He's got
yeah.
lots of rations. Anybody
10
else want rations?
Yeah, I
I'm
got
buying
15, certainly, so I'm good.
buying 8 rations. I think that should
Okay.
be enough.
So take off
And-
the cost for the rations, and
It'd be 4 gold pieces, and I just want 1 find familiar component. How much would that
Yeah, he thought that you might return, so go ahead and roll a 1d4 plus 2, and that's how many of these components he has managed to prepare. Go ahead and roll.
I still have 3, so I mean I'm
Yeah,
okay.
just in case anybody else wants them, because you have.
I mean,
3
I
hours
have
in
to
the
buy
day.
1.
I got 2. I got the 2.
Okay, so that's 4 total components, and you've just bought 2 of them, right?
He bought 1, I bought 1.
Okay, so he has 2 left. Do you think
And
he would buy the last 2?
Inti
Yeah.
has to buy
How many-
some at least because he's out.
He's been
Oh.
out
How
for a
much
while.
How much are they?
10 each.
10 gold each.
I'll
Yeah.
just take them all.
Oh, I know. The wizard.
No, I know. I was going to give it to Inti when he gets back. It's
Take
fine.
it out of the group
You-
fund.
You know he's going to have a problem with that.
He could pay me. I don't care. So you get 1. I'm going to take the other 3. Right?
Okay.
That's 30 gold. 34 gold. I'll take off my my list, and so I'll add.
And he kind of brings one of you closer in, and he says, "Boy, that new guy's such a jerk. That Hauser guy, he came in here and bought that frog tongue charm, but wow, what an ego."
Yeah, he'll get his. Don't worry about it.
But on one hand, he is glad to see that the Lord's Alliance has some knights in the town, and he feels very confident that his business will be thriving in the coming months. Anything else from Fandolin before you leave town?
I think we're good.
No, actually, I didn't want to buy 10 rations. I wanted to buy 8, and then buy a packet of crossbow bolts.
Ah, yes, very well. Go ahead and take off the gold and silver for 8 rations, 2 crossbow bolts.
Should I just sell this double-bladed scimitar or use it, guys?
Just hold on to it.
Don't sell it here.
Okay.
How
I'm
much
not
is?
sure. I don't think I could use it because it's a finesse weapon, right?
No, it's not.
It's a strength-based weapon.
Strength base. You have to get defeat in order to make it a finesse, I believe.
Even with the finesse feature, you can still use strength.
Yeah.
Okay, then I can use it.
Yes. Yeah, but the feat gives you the finesse option for it. Plus, it gives you a +1 AC when you're using it.
Don't forget, you get that bonus attack with the.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it gives him a third attack.
That wouldn't work with me though. Hold on, that wouldn't work with me though with booming blade.
That is correct. It wouldn't work with booming blade normally.
No.
Right.
However, it's a plus. Let me look at that thing again.
It's a +1.
+1.
I know, but right now I got a +1 weapon.
It's 2d4 +1, and if you hit with an attack, you can use your bonus action to do a 1d4.
All right, yeah, never mind. I'll keep. I'll keep what I got.
It's just like shoot, what was your character's name? Last time, Nicholas. It's just like Nicholas.
Yeah. Minus the reaction attacks.
Polearm Master minus the reaction attack. And, a little bit less damage, but not by much. 2d4
well,
and then
2d4
a 1d4
versus a 1d10. I mean, it's not that much different.
Very
Mind
similar.
you, it was a 1d10 reroll 1s and 2s.
That is true.
Yeah. I mean, you can still get that.
All
That's
right,
fighting
well,
style. He can't get that.
let's move on. Yeah, you can.
You could with
Well,
talent tree.
With talent tree or with a feat or a
Yeah, with feat, you
multi-class.
can.
It's a lot to sink in for something that's not ultimately your best option.
I'll keep using Lightbringer.
Let's go murder a dragon.
No, just note, guys, if I did use it, it's like a bat lift, so it'd be like, worth. I'm just saying.
If we're going to go murder a dragon, I would like to request those elven boots.
Not with my heavy armor.
You're not gonna sneak past a dragon.
Does have a point.
It does not matter how much we try to aid your stealth. You are not going to sneak past a dragon. None of us are, except perhaps for me.
And as you're leaving town, there's actually a lady that runs up to you and tries to get your attention. And as you all look back, you recognize that this was the carpenter's wife who you had rescued from the Red Brand lair. If you recall, the carpenter was murdered while you guys were away on an adventure. This is early on. And while you were going through their complex near Tresdar Manor, you came across her prison cell with her 2 children, and you had rescued her. And she is telling you that she is doing very well now, and she thanks you again for your bravery that day. And although her husband has passed on, she is learning the ways of carpentry on her own. And she is going to sort of take up that profession moving forward. And you got a sense that she's going to be all right. However, she does ask you for a favor. There are rumors that you, heroes, are heading up to Thunder Tree. Is this true?
This
Well, she tells you. What's her name? Frida? Stand by.
or Frida. It's familiar.
Halia.
Oh,
Yes. Yes. She tells you that she actually grew up. Not grew up. She grew up in Thunder Tree, actually. She was a very small child when the volcano erupted. So this happened like 20 years ago. And she tells you that her parents ran a shop at Thunder Tree before the volcano destroyed the town. And she fled all those years ago. However, she remembers that there was a compartment that inside the shop, and she kind of describes that it was under the counter in the back secret compartment where there was a family heirloom placed there. And during the panic and the chaos that ensued from the volcano erupting, they had to flee before they could grab that heirloom. And she asks if you would be so willing to return the heirloom if found. Will you take on this quest?
Sure, find it out, see why not.
Sure.
I cannot promise that we will return. There is a dragon there.
Yes, she has heard the stories that the ruins have been taken over by this beast, and she has seen you in action, and she is confident that you can accept any challenge that.
Sorry, say that
Yes.
again?
We will take it on.
Very well. She bids you Godspeed. And as you leave town and you look back to Phandalin, so try to remember that little side quest. There is a family heirloom in Thunder Tree, and she described the building as a small shop. And she described that it is in a secret compartment underneath the counter. So try to remember that. And as you look back on Phandalin, you think this may be the last time that you lay eyes upon the town. You're not sure. You hope not, but you set out. Now you arrived about midday, so it's going to be a good 2-day journey. The high road, however, is closed due to the Neverwinter pandemic. So it's not likely that you'll be able to travel very much on the high road. So it's up to you. How do you proceed?
Let's cut through the forest.
No,
Yes,
no,
that
do not. Neverwinter Wood? No. Only a fool would cut through there.
I would suggest
can't
going
take-
up the high road up until like the midway point. and
We
then-
can't take the high road.
Unfortunately, it's closed pretty early on. Yeah, because of the pestilence in Neverwinter.
Oh, okay. I
Yes,
assumed that
there-
it was like. I assumed that if we went up here, then
No,
we'd
it's
be
like it's
fine.
shut down and patrolled.
Patrolled, yes.
Could go
Let's just-
along the woods.
Could just go, in between the road and the woods.
Yeah, but patrols would probably see us even cutting that way and thinking that we're going to Neverwinter. We're damned if we
That's
do,
okay.
damned if we don't right now.
Just tell them what we're doing.
So you make it up to the crossroads where the Tribor Trail meets the road that goes down to Phandalin. You must decide what to do. It is a nice, clear day. However, it is past noon at this point, midpoint of the afternoon. What do you do?
Start cutting across country, I guess, right?
And if our owls spot any patrols coming by, we can maybe dip into the woods.
Very well. So it sounds like the plan is to sort of skirt the woods on the outer edge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we'll have at least one owl watching the high road, and one owl, maybe even two, watching the woods.
Yeah, I suggest we keep like 100 meters between us and the woods as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
The familiars can scout out pretty far. I think it's just the telepathy that prevents 100 feet or something like that. But you can send the owl further, right?
Yeah, the owl can go as far as they want. They just
Right.
can't communicate back. That
Well, you have
We
to come
can't
back physically, yeah.
they have to come back physically.
Very well. Well, it is a nice clear day and the ground is all dried up. It was quite soggy in previous days, but you do make very good
Right.
time as you reach Neverwinter Wood territory.
How many hours do you think it's going to take us to get there?
So it's a 2-day journey, and half the day has already been spent just to get to this point. So you figure between where you are and your destination to the north, you can probably make it about halfway, and then you would definitely have to set up camp for the
So
evening.
we'll probably be setting up camp in another 8 hours or so.
Yeah, maybe even less at this
So
point.
less than that, like
All right,
6.
all right. Just everybody chill for a second. All right, so I'm going to cast Aid at 3rd level
Oh,
on myself, Rayon, and who else do you think I should do in the Kepiya? So you
To
get
be honest-
10.
to
You
be
saved
honest,
my
I'd
life,
rather-
dude. You're getting 10 fucking points whether you want it or not. I don't know.
I was suggesting give it to somebody else, but okay.
And I'm going to cast at 2nd level Aid, and that's going to be 5 points for who's left? Ray,
Nope.
Rigel, the thief, and my owl.
I am not a thief
Ow.
the
in
thief.
class
I like it.
or profession.
That is the correct term. Congratulations. Thief was the correct answer.
So
All right.
everybody except the other owls got a little something, right?
Very nice. I like the use of aid. It reminds me of my old character.
Yeah, I hope I don't get screwed by
Yeah.
doing that, but we'll see. So there you go.
Very well. So go ahead and increase your maximum hit point by 15 or 10, depending on which level you got the
It's 10
aid.
or 5.
The 10.
Or 10 or 5, sorry, not 15.
We're not
10
as
or
good as Dread.
No,
Not yet.
no. And you do make very good time. However, the time for rest is upon you. Darkness begins to descend, and it appears that you've come across what appears to be an old road, long since abandoned, but you can still tell that at one point in the distant past, maybe a previous empire had built this road. And you find a decent spot to set up camp right about there, I would say. It looks to be pretty suitable for, your needs. It's got a little area where you can set up your bedrolls or tents, whatever you have. There's definitely a little bit of cover from the trees off nearby, and there's a little bit of a swampy area, but it looks pretty abandoned as you send in the owls to do a thorough search. And you set up camp for the evening.
And I'm sure Inti's going to set up the hut.
Lehman's tiny hut with alarms around it.
Oh yeah,
Is
as
it-
per usual.
Are we all on foot for this, by the way?
Pretty much.
I
Yep.
believe so. Yeah, unless if you are
Yep.
randomly hiding a horse in your pocket.
Actually, I am. Your horse pocket? Yes.
Ooh, and it lasts indefinitely. And what
Mhm.
form of steed? You mentioned horse. Is it going to be a war horse?
Oh, it's going to be a war horse with Ryan size. It has to be.
Very
You know what's
nice.
you know what's bad?
Mm.
If Strings were here, Strings could give you horse armor.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Oh, like barding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only for a certain amount of time, though.
The bard gives barding. What?
Yeah, for 3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
Very well. Your steed. I'm going to have to get a horse. I don't have one prepared, but I'll find one for you, Rayon. Don't worry.
I can make
And,
one for you. Don't worry.
About that Liamon's tiny hut and the alarm, go ahead and set that up. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have a map for this. Uh
Mhm.
oh.
Okay.
Who's taking over Inti?
That was a lot of bang, guys. We'll be right back.
Ooh. All right. So the tiny hut is a 10-foot radius dome.
Press the wrong button. There's our Lehman's tiny hut.
Okay, and
Then,
are you going to place it right there? Okay, perfect.
and then, I mean, we can just use very, very liberal use of the whatchamacallits.
Alarm
The
ritual.
alarms.
Oh yeah. I mean, his modus operandi up to this point was to place down like 5 alarms.
What's the range on the alarms? Is it 20 feet that it goes off, or
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius.
okay?
And who wants to take over Rigel's character sheet?
Oh. 2 weeks.
I
Oh,
can-
that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can do it. I have the experience now. Oh, is this the same day?
Yeah, his portent is still in play.
Okay.
All right, so you set up your Liamon's tiny hut. You discuss about what lays ahead and what could possibly be waiting for you in Thundertree. Darkness descends. It is time to take a rest. You must decide who will be taking the watch. One of you can opt out of the watch, but I need 4 volunteers for 2-hour increments each.
I mean, I only sleep for 4 hours anyway. I can take 2 of them.
Why even bother? We're in the hut. Nothing can penetrate it.
This is true.
Nothing can penetrate it, but things can appear inside of it, can't they?
Well, they can tunnel, I believe.
I think it's. All right.
It's a semi.
We'll
it's a
have to
semi.
research.
But beyond that, they could just, surround it and wait for it to go down.
It doesn't hurt to have somebody watching.
Alrighty. I'll take the first watch then.
I'll take the second, and then Adrian can take the last 2.
Yep, I'll take the last 2 watches.
Very well.
I'm back.
So the last 2 watches are Adrian, and then sorry, who's taking the first and second?
Tolv is taking the first.
And I'll take the second, Ketia.
Kedfia, okay, very good.
I'll sit with who's doing the first watch, Toll?
Tolv,
Tolv is doing the
Kedfia,
first
and then Adrian.
Oh,
Kedfia.
I'll do the third watch then.
Okay. You can help me with the third watch.
Oh,
Very
thank
well.
God. Because, Rayon's been, talking all kinds of freaking smart shit, and I'm just enough.
Wow, really?
Deep shit. He's, all day long. So,
He's explaining to you, stuff about mathematics that you never knew.
See, I
You
can
see
count
this
higher
tree?
than the integer of 3 combined by the square root of.
I just want to fucking you. So anyway, I'm on watch.
Very well. All of you that are on watch, which is everyone except Rigel, I need you to roll a d6.
I got a 3.
I got a 4.
Ooh.
1.
God
5.
damn it.
All right. The first watch goes by, no problem. The second watch goes by, no problem. The third watch, this is middle of the night. Adrian and Rayon together.
You know, I was going
Goes
to give you those
by-
boots after all, you know.
It goes by without incident. Rayon decides to go down for a rest. The last watch, Sean, you have rolled a 1. Everyone else is asleep. And you notice in the area where that swamp was, off to the south, there appears to be a fog moving in.
Okay.
Merely a fog.
I would like to send Laverne out to investigate.
Laverne sees a wall of fog begin to creep slowly, slowly. Right about
How
there.
how tall is this wall of fog?
It is quite large. It appears to go up a good 20 feet. And Laverne notices, and you can actually see it now as well. Within the fog, there is a blue glow, and it appears to be approaching right about there. Laverne also picks up a little bit of what sounds to be voices. And he whispers back to you telepathically that he hears an older sounding female voice grumbling about something, complaining about something. And then in response, Laverne tells you that he hears multiple voices replying back, going, ugh, ugh, ugh. And both at the same time, your owl and yourself see emerging from the fog a woman with blue skin, haggard looks.
That looks familiar.
It does, and I'm glad we never had an encounter, because as soon as I saw her in your one-shot there, I was like, oh no. This is what you see, Sean.
It was part of that
Your
chapter.
character locks eyes with this form as she emerges from the fog cloud.
I mean, she doesn't lock eyes with me, but because the tiny hut is opaque. But yes.
Oh, it's opaque. Right. Well, she sees this no doubtably magic tiny hut. And then emerging from the fog, you see 2 large forms behind her.
I'm going to start waking people up.
And this is what you see at her side.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
start by waking up the cleric.
What are you waking me up for?
And I'm going to
Undead.
assume that none of us have armor on, right?
It would be a fair assumption, I would say.
I mean, what do you say about sleeping in light armor?
I would say medium and light, no problem. Heavy, then yes, you would have to remove it.
Good.
And slowly approaching, she examines this tiny hut. And what do you do?
Well, I'm going to start donning my armor because I don't think they could get in. So I'm just going to start donning my armor and say, don't wake anybody else up till there's an issue. Hoping they can't get in.
Well, the dome will go down eventually. Should we at least get Mr. luxurious mane awake so that he can put on his armor?
It might not be a bad idea because we still need a rest. Yeah, go ahead and wake him up.
Yeah, I'll wake up Ryan and be like, hey, you should start putting on your armor.
What'd I do? Wash my fur in Maybelline? Like, what the hell? Luxurious?
Listen, side effect of the headband of intellect.
So you see these creatures moving towards you. The zombie beholders are floating slowly beside their master. You also notice that there's a little snake on the shoulder of the night hag, which you have identified as such. You also see that this hag is wearing a beautiful stone around her neck in an amulet. It's sort of a rough cut stone, but it is glowing with red energy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to close the door 1 second.
So, how does alarm work?
It goes off as soon as they enter the area, I'm pretty sure.
Which they've done.
Let me pull it up and post it.
Yeah.
Either is an audible ring, or it pings the person that asked it. If I remember
I believe
correctly.
he's been using the mental ping,
Right.
which automatically wakes you up if you're sleeping.
Yeah, so it's fair to say that the alarm would have gone off, and Rigel is up as well.
You might as well wake everybody up. Start getting your armor on.
All right, I'll wake up Ketvia then.
Right.
Hey, hope you're not. Hope you're not completely done with undead because we've got more undead.
It's not even light out. Come on. Can you tell them to come later?
I mean,
The
we
night
can.
hag approaches.
We can wait till the hut goes down. But
She examines this magical opaque force barrier. I see. Must be a layman's tiny hut. I have just the solution, but first, she says, come out or suffer the consequences. And the zombie beholders are going to fan out, and they are going to gain altitude about 20 feet off the ground. What do you do?
you know, technically, any of us can leave the tiny hut. The only person who can't is Rigel.
I'm still donning my armor. I said, I'll be out in a minute.
Is that what you say?
Yep.
All right. She replies back, no need for armor. I just wish to see your face. Please, come out. This tree, by the way, that's in front of you guys, it's off the ground. Like, that's just the canopy on top. So you can see her, but she can't see you. But she sees the dome clearly.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not walking out.
How tall is the tree?
It's a good 20 feet. The canopy starts about 10 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Just give us a minute. You disturbed us, and we're trying to get our stuff together.
Oh, but you don't understand. This is my territory, and I demand that you come out immediately. Show yourself, or I will
would
be
like to
forced
cast-
to
I would
deal
like to,
with you.
I would like to cast Silent Image.
Ooh. Interesting. A first level illusion spell. And what are you going to create in a 15-foot cube?
I would like to create an image of Tolv not wearing any armor, walking out of the hut.
Very well. You create an illusory duplicate of Tolv walking out of the hut. How far do you want him to go?
Actually, I just outside of the hut, so that, and right next to Tolv, so that Tolv can kind of sound like he's there.
Very
Maybe.
well. She sees this human without armor. Now, is he naked or is he wearing clothes?
That's up to Tolv. What does Tolv look like when he's sleeping?
I got a cape on.
Okay.
So
Maybe some underwear.
are you Captain Underpantsing this? Like,
Yeah, I'm definitely
Oh my
Captain
God.
Underpantsing this.
Very well. You step out with your cape and your underwear, and
Oh my God.
she examines you. She comes a little bit closer. May I approach? She asks.
Oh,
Now you have to respond, right?
yeah, I'm gonna say, for my position, I don't know what else to do. It's far enough.
Yep,
Okay,
and-
you say that's far enough, and she's going to do a perception check because she thought she could hear that voice coming from off to the left slightly.
Yeah, she
The
probably
creature can
did.
use its action to make an intelligence investigation check.
Yes, she is going to do that investigation check very shortly, but she does pick up that the voice sounded a little bit distorted, and now she is going to examine this illusion closer. Let me take a moment and see. Now, what are the rest of you going to do during this one round as she examines the illusion?
I'm continuing to get my armor on.
I have to continue to animate the illusion.
Okay, the armor, by the way, for Rayon and Volt, it takes like a good 10 minutes, so you're probably not going to be able to get the armor on.
Well, I'm gonna get whatever I could get on. I'm gonna get on.
You can get
Yeah,
the shield on, that's about it.
Yeah. Better than nothing, but it ain't that much. But you said medium armor is fine, right?
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, so I'm just gonna don on my shield then.
So what would my armor class be then? I'll just take it off. Hold on.
Could be your dex plus 2.
Rigel is going to cast Mage Armor from the staff.
Very well.
Mage armor self-range touch.
I
Probably touch. Or sorry, self.
think it's actually touch.
Hmm.
Tolv, what is your armor class?
Without the thing?
Without the
Yeah, it's going to be
Yeah.
a 14, but I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, because I could cast Mage Armor on you to make it 13 plus your dex.
And you could do the
It'd
same.
be 14. So don't even worry about it.
I mean, 13 plus your dex, and a shield works as well.
Yeah, you can use your shield, so it would be straight up better. Same thing with Rayon.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just no. I'm going to cast hold on. Shield
are
of
you going to
Faith
cast it on me then?
or Shield of Faith would get me up to 15 armor class. But I kind of think heroism would be better so I don't get feared.
Okay, so Tolv is sitting at a 14. What's Ryan sitting at?
13.
Okay, then.
I have my dex is only 1.
Mine too.
Yeah.
I have a feeling most of the things that we're going to be up against is saves, though, rather than attack.
No peeking.
Oh, I know what a beholder is. Or zombie.
we all
beholder
do.
in this case.
I'm going to go with
It's
heroism
nasty.
then. I'm going to cast heroism on myself.
You just don't want them to roll a 4 on their random eye ray. That's all you need to worry about.
No peeking. This is what we fought in arena like a couple months ago. Don't even.
My favorite, it's my favorite monster. I won't lie.
I'll go ahead and give. We'll go ahead and give a Mage Armor to Ryan then. first.
Okay, so Rayon's got a mage armor.
Which,
Rigel has a mage armor, right?
Yep.
And how many charges left in that staff of defense?
It was at max.
Okay.
And that's 1 charge each, I believe.
And Shield of Faith is being concentrated on by Volt, right?
Yep.
Very well. That's pretty much all you can do at this point, as the hag takes one more step forward and examines this supposed half-elf. And she is going to do an investigation check. The DC is 16, I think?
What? No, DC is 12.
12. Oh, she has passed. The illusion, she laughs. You think your basic magics can beat my investigative abilities? You are wrong. And the snake on her shoulder actually lashes out and tries to bite at the illusion. And we'll say that the illusion doesn't disappear, but it is clearly discerned.
It's no longer a factor.
Right. And she looks upon this magical force field, Liamon's tiny hut. I am familiar with this spell, and you are trying to trick me. Now you will pay. And I need all of you to click on your token and roll for initiative. Big roll. Oh, not very good. They will be going on a meager 9.
Hey. Rolled high for once.
Hey!
So what is your personal opinion on attacking through the tiny hut?
Yeah, I mean, the way the spell works is that anyone can pop in and out, and the only person that can't is Rigel.
Because if he does, it ends the spell. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can't shoot through it. However, you can step out of it and then do what you need to do and step back in.
Okay.
That's the way I understand it.
I think that's probably the best way to rule the spell.
But if it's like the Wall of Force that I misinterpreted before, like I think you can still do spells that require a save from inside the hut. It's just like if you were to try to do a firebolt, that would be impossible unless you stepped out of the hut and then back in. I think.
I'm not sure. I just don't know.
Yeah.
I believe that's the case. However, since she can't see inside, she would need saving throws that don't require sight.
Yeah, I'm talking about you guys, like not her. Like you guys would need.
Because we can see out.
Yeah. All right, so who's first to act? Rayon, you are without armor. What do you do?
So this giant lion dude, nothing but a loincloth and a shield.
Yep.
And a sword.
Your horse, by the way, to be named later, is sort of uneasy and is pacing back and forth behind the hut.
I think the horse wanders off, if I'm not mistaken.
You should be sitting at AC 16 if you're using a shield. Because you have mage armor.
Mage armor's 13, plus 1 is 14, and then shield's 15.
Plus 2. Yep. Shield is 16. Shield's a plus 2.
Oh, that's weird. Oh, you know what? Okay, I know why it happened. There you go. I think the horse wanders off, doesn't it?
So, Rayon, you see these 2 floating undead zombie beholders with their eye rays wiggling about, and they appear to be focusing on the hut as well as your precious horse that just got summoned. What do you do?
Yeah, horse can be resummoned. Not worried about that. Well, he's going to leap out from the dome since they think probably can't see him coming. It's going to come around here and attack this beholder over here.
Beholder's 20 feet up in the air.
Okay, well, I did not know that. Okay, well,
Kill the hag.
15 feet up in the air. My mistake.
15 feet. I could always jump and swing. I could jump that high and hit him, technically. Okay. Okay, guess I'll go after the hag instead. Oh yeah, I can get to the hag, no problem.
She sees you running out of the dome. Ah, there's one of you, but you don't sound like the voice that spoke to me. Go ahead.
The only voice you're gonna hear is the ringing in your ears.
Oh god, he's smart enough to quip.
27 to hit,
That's an easy hit.
and a natural 20 to hit.
Very nice.
So the first one is going to be a 15 damage, max damage on that one.
Of course. And now it's going to be a 1.
And then, oh wait, hold on, I forgot to use the spell slot there.
So
And
you
I'm going
did
to
use
charge
your
a
second level slot on your horse. You still have one remaining, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's going to be the crit.
Yeah, I'm using the second level spell slot on the crit here.
There you go. Go ahead. As
So
radiant
that's going to
light
be
flashes.
low roll 13 plus second level. This is not an undead or fiend because it's a fae, technically. Is
that-
it?
Ask the DM.
Let me see here. Stand by. It is a fiend. It is.
It is a
I was gonna say, I
fiend.
thought it was
Whoa! Okay, this is gonna be trouble for you then. Yes. And yes. Oh god.
So how many dice? Oh my god.
33! 8d8!
Ouch. She lets out a scream.
That's 28, 50, 61. That's 61 damage in one turn, guys.
That's Nicholas numbers.
Yeah. And then I still got my bonus action.
At half Nicholas level.
Well, no, Nicholas at this level was getting these numbers. Nicholas at his current level is dishing in the hundreds.
Bonus action. That's not even gonna do anything.
You have a dog.
Oh yeah, I got Wolfie. Okay. So Wolfie.
Wolfie might be better suited to just throwing out an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, I think so. We'll get right about here, I guess.
Because I'm getting worried about Wolfie's survivability.
Yeah, Wolfie's the one that hasn't died yet of all the animals.
You get the beholders because you can hit them with the Eldritch Blast, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to focus down her though. So we'll get her down. So Wolfie's going to Eldritch Blast, Pew Pew Laser Eyes. And we agreed that's not going to be the case there, so we'll just roll. That's a 13.
Is he going to exit the hut to do the blast?
Does
He does.
have to?
He has to.
Oh, he has to?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay, so we agreed. Okay, my bad. Nah, if he's
Otherwise,
gonna,
the
no,
spell
if he's
is
gonna
just
leave the
free.
hut, then I'm not. I don't want to leave the hut because he's very vulnerable. We're
He can
freaking
leave and
surrounded.
then go right back in. So
Yeah, he can leave and go back in.
Oh, he can. Oh,
Yeah, he can't shoot
so he's here.
from inside.
Crap. Lag. 5, 10, 15,
13.
20. 13's gonna miss
who are you
anyways.
targeting? Yeah, it's going to miss
Egg.
anyways, no matter who you target.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, he just goes right back where he was. Yeah.
Anything else on your turn, Rayon?
Nope, that's it for me.
After a devastating swipe with the Guardian of the Master, the hag takes a horrible hit. Adrian, you heard the scream and you saw the damage. What do you do next?
I mean, I think we all know what I'm going to do here. Vern gives me advantage.
Mm-hmm.
I Booming Blade with triple advantage.
Brutal.
+1.
Actually, what do I know about Night Hags as Adrian?
Well, yeah, your passive intelligence, passive arcana would know that they are resistant to non-magical attacks. You would know that. You would know that they have the ability to go back and forth between the material plane, stuff like that.
In that case, I will wisely use my +1 crossbow instead.
All right, go ahead and try to hit with triple advantage.
It's 23.
23 is a hit for 24 piercing magical damage. Oh my.
And a step right back inside. And as a bonus action, I'll hide.
And she takes that bolt right in the back as she swung around to face Rayon. Ah! And Ketvia, you're up next.
All right. Is she wearing? I'm assuming not, but she's not wearing any armor of any sort, right?
She is not wearing armor. She appears to have very tough skin for natural armor, and she does appear to be a little bit larger than your average female humanoid.
Well, we're gonna do the old cheese method. Bring out little friend here.
Oh, there it is.
Give me that cheddar.
Temp
The
HP fountain is on.
And then everybody except for the warhorse gets 7 temporary hit points.
Does Ryan get that?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought that you were. I thought you two were flipped.
I'm too far away.
You could give it to Rayon, but you'd have to move up and then miss out on a couple of targets. Or you can move it a little bit closer to you and get the warhorse. It's whatever you want.
Yeah, I think that does it, but Wolfie misses out.
Yeah, I'd rather have Rayon have it than Wolfie, though.
Fair enough.
Especially
All right,
if
so
Wolfie
everybody
isn't
gets
hiding
7 temp HP from Little Friend, the Artificer's Cannon, Protector Cannon. And you still have your action, right? Or is that it?
It's my action to summon the thing, and then my bonus action to actually use it. So
Right, very well. Anything else on your turn then?
nope, except for me.
Rigel followed by the Hag and friends. What do you do, Rigel?
Hey, Leo, real quick, can you do the order? The turn order? Put them in the proper order.
I think they are.
They are in their proper order.
They are? I'm sorry. Never mind.
Looks good.
So I'm so far at the bottom, it doesn't.
Roll higher.
Yeah.
I mean, you can increase the size of the chart, the turn order by clicking. If you go to the very top of it or the very bottom, there will be a double-sided arrow. Click and drag, and you can increase the size of it.
So should I? So Mind Sliver, I think. Yeah, just gonna Mind Sliver the Hag, I think.
Very well, and you don't even have to leave the confines of your precious hut. Go ahead and click on the spell real quick. Ooh,
max
6
damage.
Intelligence save. I don't think that's max. He can do 2d6.
Oh no, that's half damage. Half of max.
6. She takes the damage and she fails the save. 6 damage. She is looking worse for wear at this point.
Good.
Anything else, Rigel?
Not at this moment.
Very well. As she takes that psychic damage, reeling from the crossbow bolt as well as the vicious longsword attack from this paladin. She looks at her friends, the beholders up above. Let me deal with the folks inside that magical dome. You, my pets, target this cat. And is Orion out? He looks like a possible target as well.
I don't think Orion would be.
Very well.
Laverne started outside of it, but has since been brought in.
I would assume
All right,
that the
carry on.
owls would be sitting up in the tree, right? Just kind of on different branches.
Now, these zombie beholders, they have 2 irate attacks each. She is commanding her undead zombie beholders to use 3 of their 4 attacks on you. 1 of the attacks will be on your horse. These irays can range in outcomes. It is going to be a random roll. The first zombie beholder off to the left targets you with both iray attacks, and you see them light up, charging up with magical energy. And here comes pew pew. Not a 4. Oh no. Okay, Rayon, here's what happens. I need you first to make a DC 14 con save versus one of the irays that appears to be a bluish color heading in your direction. Ooh, you have succeeded. You have avoided the paralyzation ray. Good for you. However, another ray, a sickly green color, comes flying out towards you. This is the big one. I need you to save this. It is a DC 14 dexterity savings throw. As
Don't you have
horrible-
advantage on those?
No,
That was Nicholas.
that
Ugh.
was Nicholas.
This is the killer. DC 14 dex save as you try to avoid the ray as it's coming straight for you. Bzzz.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
use. Can I use my inspiration on this?
Sure, if you have it.
I still got inspiration
You
from
all
like
should have
six
it.
sessions ago. All right, I'm gonna use that for this roll. Hey,
Oh.
didn't need it, but hey.
You have managed to dodge the disintegration ray. However, you have one more ray heading your way. Oh, it's a 3. And as you see this ray, it appears to be a interesting color. It is a pink color, and I need you to make another con save for this one. Oh.
Oh, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with favorite the gods on that one.
This one is actually a black ray. It is a black ray, and you see necrotic magics flying your way, and this is the result of the damage. It is going to be 33 points of damage as you feel necrotic energies wash over your body. Ugh. And your horse, last but not least. Oh no, this is not good. This is going to be another con save for your horse.
Is this one a save for half or save for none?
Save for half.
Don't know
Let me
what the
see what the
modifier
damage
is
is.
on
It might
that. Hold on.
It might be irrelevant, actually.
It might be irrelevant.
It might be irrelevant. It is irrelevant. I don't think your horse can survive. How many hit points do they have?
I think the horse survives with like 2 hit points if it makes the save.
It is a total of 34 damage. So
What was
as
the
long
save
as their
again?
hit points are greater than
14,
16,
I think.
It was
yeah, 14.
con.
Con save. Go.
He rolled a 13.
Oh, does he have a modifier at all?
It's plus. Well, if I go by just the stats, it's plus 1. Because I don't add the PB, right?
So what did
No,
you
not
get
for
total? Was it 14 or 13?
I rolled a 12. He has a modifier plus 1 con.
Oh, your horse, unfortunately, as soon as he came into the world, is dead.
That's fine. I can
yeah.
just resummon him to just back to normal again.
Yeah, if the horse made the save, I think it would have survived with 2 hit points.
Now, here's the interesting part. Rayon, you see the hag with the snake on her shoulder. You see her touch the heartstone that she has on her chest, the amulet, and you see her vanish.
Bitch.
A
Son of a
second
bitch.
later, however, it appears this heartstone may be different than others you've maybe read in books because she appears inside the hut the very same turn. As a free action, she has activated her ability to pass between the planes of existence.
Does the
Fuck.
She looks upon all of you inside the dome. She sees Ketvia, Rigel, Volt. She still has her action. And what she is going to...
what does Mind Sliver do?
It's a minus a d4 to her next save, and
Okay.
it might be running out soon.
I'm sorry, she appeared here, not there. Because she looks upon your eyes, Adrian. Oh my! Look what we have here. I saw the half-elf outside, and he looks at you, Volt. You are not pure blood. You are not fey purely. She sees you, Adrian. Ah, you are just my type. What a handsome man. And she looks deeply into your eyes, and a snake comes flying out towards you. It is distracting and fainting. It is trying to cause advantage to her
That's
check.
familiar.
She is trying to grapple you, Adrian. I need you to contest this check with Dex Acrobatics. Oh, she only gets a... Let me see what the other roll is. She only gets an 8 total. It's a pretty easy number to beat.
Dex Acrobatics.
Correct.
I actually literally can't fail that.
I thought you could with your...
I have a
Dex
plus
score.
10.
Unfortunately, she has missed, and that is going to be the end of her turn as she finds herself inside the dome with you. Volt, you're up next. What do you do?
Surrounded pound?
Yeah,
She already surrounded herself.
Exactly.
She kind of screwed me up what I wanted to do. But I can. I think I'll cast Fog Cloud. No, I'm just kidding.
That'd be insane.
He would have murdered you.
What does
Let's just
Rigel,
turn this into a snow globe, everybody.
what does Rigel happen to know about the vision of a night hag?
They have pretty decent vision. He's pretty confident that she wouldn't have blind sight unless she's some type of special hag. You never know.
Okay, just because controlling the light level is actually a part of Lehman's tiny hut that I just noticed.
Yeah, she definitely has dark vision, though, for sure.
All right.
And she's not wearing any armor, right? That's what you said?
That is correct.
All right, well, of course, I took the one spell that really would have worked here. Took that off. I am going to just, I guess, do what I do. I'm going to move my, using the, my mace disruption, or my whatever, using my magic mace. I have Ray come in, give her a little hello, and then I think I'm gonna move him over. No, not outside. I want him inside.
Still within the dome.
Yep. And I am going to try to hit her. And let's use. Try the green one. And it's an 18 plus 7. Does that hit?
That is an
25.
easy hit. Roll for damage.
All right, that is going. So yeah, she's not undead, right?
No.
Yeah.
It's booming blade, by the way. I wanted to be very clear about that.
Yeah,
Later
for
with
sure.
booming
It always
blade.
is.
Crystal clear.
And it's going to be 9 points of damage. And I think I will pop out my bonus action. The old spiritual weapon.
Ooh, you summon
Like-
the spectral hammer.
And I'm going to do that at, let's just keep it at second level.
Yeah, upcasting it doesn't make a difference until next level.
Yep. So that's going to be a +8 to this roll. Oh, let me bring it out. Where are you? Spiritual hammer. No. Hey.
I love that we all just agree that the spiritual weapon is a hammer, even if it's not a hammer.
What am I doing? Let's delete.
You can roll. I got it.
Yeah, it's a spiritual fist. This is be +8.
That looks like a
15.
pretty low roll. What is it?
It's a 15.
Oh, unfortunately, it's a miss.
Bummer. And that'd be my turn.
And if that's the end of your turn, we got top of the order, Rayon. She has disappeared. You hear some screams inside the hut. So you haven't seen her inside the hut because it's opaque. But you do see the floating undead. What do you do?
First, I wince in pain because I lost half my hit points in one swing there. Good question, because I don't know. Thing is, I don't know that she's in there technically.
You are now
hear-
smart enough to put two and two together.
You did hear some yells that battle has erupted within the hut, though.
All right. Okay, I will try to make my way back into the hut again.
Yeah, there's a nice spot for you right there.
Okay.
There you
Yeah,
go.
he's setting us up for something.
Yeah, that's the
What are you
problem. That's why I
talking
don't
about?
want to be in there, because why else would she be in the middle of all of us? That's why I don't want to do that.
I don't know what you're talking
But I
about.
don't want to be outside these things with these things, though. Let's see how the problem. Oh my gosh, this is so bad.
I think we got to kill her, so your choice.
Yeah,
I mean-
we'll just keep on the same thing. Just focus her down.
If you're curious, she has taken 100 damage so far.
Yeah, she's almost done, unless he scaled them up quite a bit.
She
he's gonna
does
jump
look a
in
little
there.
bigger than the average female. I did mention that.
In which proportion of her body you're talking about that's bigger? I mean,
Her upper body.
she's buff. I'm gonna Guardian the Master again. 2 swipes.
Well, go ahead.
+1 to each of these. This will be a natural 1.
I need you to roll a 1d4. You might hit Rigel or
Nope.
little friend. Oh, it's a miss.
Natural
There we
20
go.
again.
Oh, this could be lights out. What do you do with that?
I am
Actually,
definitely
I think
pumping a
it's lights
spell
up.
slot into that again. So the flat damage from the weapon will be. Oh man, that's such a low roll.
All right, she's
12
still
on
up, but
that.
she is almost down on one knee after that.
So that's a
brutal
level
swing.
1 spell. Yes, she's a fiend. Yes, this is a crit again. 31 radiant.
That's with the 1 slot? That was almost as good as the second level slot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a 7, a 7, a 7, and an 8, and 2 1s.
Yeah, 2
Two
1s.
ones,
I rolled high on that.
Wow. The Guardian of the Master comes through again with a brutal swipe. The sword slashes across her chest. Blood, this greenish blackish blood, comes spurting out. Splat! As she goes down, you can see her clutching this heartstone, and she yells out, "Ah! You have defeated me, but in my dying breath, I wish you all to burn." And you see the heartstone. Woo, woo, woo.
Before she does that, I'm gonna inspiring smite myself.
You got a split second to do something before this Hearthstone does what it's gonna do.
It's a bonus action that happens immediately after the smite.
Yeah, it happens immediately after smiting. So I gain
For sure,
15
for
temporary hit points. I'm going to put that to
Alright,
myself
who you
because I'm the
giving
lowest health. I get the lowest, so.
Very well. As you give yourself the temp HP, the Hearthstone, like I said, begins to, and with a flash of red light, kaboom! An upcasted fireball to the 5th level goes off.
Really?
Jesus Christ.
All our
Oh,
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm
Wolfie's
rolling the odd
gone.
ones. It's 8d6 for a 3rd level, and then it would be 10d6 for a 5th level. So disregard that damage. Here we go. Okay, so this works out. Oh, low rolls. 25 only damage.
Whoa.
so
It's good that it was a
Uh,
low roll, because that could have very easily just insta-killed Wolfie.
it did kill Wolfie.
Ooh,
Wolfie doesn't have any temp
No.
you
HP.
can save. It's a pretty low DC. It is
Well,
going to be a DC 14 Dex.
Well, it just downs him, but if it does double his health, it would have
Oh,
just insta-killed.
fair enough.
Ah, yes, that is true. Okay,
So
so
my-
25 damage, save for half. Dex 14.
Oh, Wolfie
both
failed.
familiars are gone.
He's down.
Might as well use absorb elements.
All right. Adrian succeeds.
And
Right.
while you're taking off the damage, go ahead and DC 14 Dex.
Rigel.
DC 14 Dex.
Yep. Oh, the wolf is down.
Oh, I survived it.
Wait, does Rigel not have
So
absorb
20
elements?
for 12.
We must.
Kidding.
What wizard leaves home without absorb elements?
Mage armor, shield, alarm, magic missile, find familiar, ice knife, featherfall, Tasha's, but no absorb elements.
I think I will be using absorb elements.
All right, so
Oh, how much is that?
it was 25 total, and you can save for half and then save for half again if you have absorb elements.
No, I just have
12.
12.
12.
And one side effect as a result of this massive blast is that you are all pushed back 5 feet. Uh-oh.
Whoop.
Including Rigel. The dome, whoosh, goes down. Anything else on your turn, Rayon?
That's all my as my action bonus action, so technically no.
Adrian, after
5, 10, 15,
sustaining
20. No, that's all. I'm not going to move closer to anybody.
after sustaining a pretty vicious blast, you see Rayon has taken down the Night Hag. However, there are still 2 undead zombie beholders on the loose, untouched. What do you do next?
Okay, so the blast wasn't terrible for me, or Rigel for that matter. There was lots of magic protecting us.
Oh,
So-
little friend is still alive too. Look at that.
Oh, and Laverne.
Yep.
Oh, Laverne is gone, I think. Yeah, Laverne dies even if it makes the save. I think so is the other owls. I just got that owl back.
Yeah, I know, we all did.
I met my quota. Check mark.
Oh, you did more than your quota. You got 3 of them.
And a horse. That's
A
a new
horse.
record.
That's 4.
Well, Adrian is going to.
And possibly a wolf? Question mark.
Adrian is going to steady aim and shoot the beholder on the right.
Now, does Wolfie roll a death save yet, or is that the next turn?
That
The
is
beginning of
next
his turn.
Okay.
Yes. So there is a chance someone might be able to
That
stabilize.
is somehow only an 18 to hit, but for 24 damage.
18 is still a hit. 24 is a nonetheless a solid amount of piercing damage. Blech. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Very well. Ketvia, little friend is still alive. Wolf is down. A couple of familiars have been destroyed. The Night Hag, motionless and crispy on the floor. What do you do next?
Oh, this wolf might be able to do more damage than me, so we're gonna get it up.
That's sad.
Wow.
And then little friend is gonna get onto the same space as the spiritual weapon, and we're gonna do some
Oh,
more.
wait a minute.
Oh shoot! I'm just outside of Toll.
Yeah.
I think you can still place it where the hag is, and you should be able to get everyone.
Except for right.
No, it's one square too many.
Yeah, I think I'd rather get Toll than.
Ah, yes, it is a little bit too far.
Toll, did you take your temporary hit points before your regular hit points? By the way.
Oh,
No, because the aid. Remember, the aid is gone by now. It's been
No,
over 8
I
hours.
think the 8 is still on. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it? Oh,
Yeah,
I took it off.
Oh.
Ooh, minimum 6 temp HP. Ooh, right when you needed it most.
All right. Well, oops.
Oh, if I had 17, I took 12.
Yeah, that's it for me.
And if that's the end of your turn, Rigel.
Just quick bookkeeping. Ryan actually had 3 temporary HP before he got hit by that ray. So
Sure.
his HP goes up by 3. I forgot about that. He has heroism on himself. So he actually had 3 temp HP. I forgot to count that.
Did you cast that heroism before?
And that was
He
my
did.
prep. That was my
Yep,
prep when
that
everybody
was
was
his
prepping
prep.
things.
I think you need to roll a concentration save then.
Oh yeah, shoot. Well, that.
Is
still
anybody else
had it, though.
concentrating on something during that explosion?
I was.
I need you to
what
make
I
a
need-
con save as well then.
2 22s, I'm fine.
Is it advantage though?
Yeah, for me,
Warcaster.
I got Warcaster.
Ah, yes.
Doesn't matter. So what would I need?
I think it would only be a DC 10 if you succeeded or took half
okay, yeah, I
damage.
got 13.
All right, you're good.
I think.
Oh, hold on. What did you say?
DC 10?
I didn't save. I didn't save.
How much damage did you take? 12?
I took 12 points because I
Then
used.
yeah, you have a 10. You have a 10 save.
You have to be a 10.
Okay, I'm good then.
Yeah,
All right, I'm good.
You're fine.
Okay,
Very well.
I think I know what Rigel's gonna do.
What would Rigel do? And Rigel was the second target of the hag, by the way. She wanted to grab him, but then I changed my mind at the last second and tried to go after Adrian. I might have made a mistake. Rigel, what do you do?
Rigel is going to cast Fly
Oh,
on the
That's a-
paladin.
it's a little risky.
On me?
On the paladin.
Okay. I'm running out of buffs.
Fly up to them and smite them.
It's a little risky. If concentration is broken, he's going to come down hard, unless Featherfall is in play.
Hey, you know what? That fits the whole
Featherfall-
Nabaldian thing. That's fine. He's a winged lion, so that works for me.
Rigel does in fact have Featherfall prepared.
Ah, perfect.
I'll remind you, Rigel was preparing to fight a dragon.
Speaking of preparing to doing something, any movement, Rigel? The zombie beholders are very eager to start blasting.
Yeah, Rigel's going to move in.
Very
to the
well.
center.
The zombie beholders are unfazed by the destruction of their master. They are now acting on their own. And they are going to randomly target, just start shooting. So let me see how many targets we have here. We got
Got a
one,
target-rich
Ooh.
environment.
1, 2, 3, 4,
four,
5,
7.
6.
6. Oh, the 7. Yeah, the
7.
wolf. The wolf is part. All right, so I'm going to roll a d8, and let me just
You just
get
rolled
my
a
numbers
D7,
right here.
technically.
1, 2,
Yeah, on roll 20, you can roll a d7.
1, 2, 3. So the wolf is 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I'm going to roll a d8, and on an 8, it's going to be Rayon again.
What?
The first ray is going to target a 5. We got one, two,
Little friend.
Oh, little friend. You are going to be targeted by a ray, which has not been used yet. And
Here, correct?
oh yes, this. Hey, no peeking. This is the pink ray. It is going to pink. No, maybe it's going to be something else. It's going to be a green ray.
We have a green ray.
Wisdom 14. Is it susceptible to fear though? Is that even possible?
It's
Nope.
not immune to that condition.
Really?
Not
I
that
mean-
it's gonna really change all that much, but yeah,
Oh,
It doesn't.
Has it failed?
it failed.
Oh my
Does it?
goodness! The target has failed the fear ray. It is frightened for 1 minute. The target. Oh, it doesn't run away. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, no, it's not the fear spell.
I was hoping it would run away.
And no, I did not look at these things. They're just one of my friends' favorite creatures.
Oh, they're my favorite by far. And this zombie beholder is a little bit different than other zombie beholders. It is going to move away. What's its maximum speed?
Little
I do
friend's
not know.
maximum speed is like not
20?
I
much.
want to say 40, maybe.
Well, no, it's 20, but 40 if it dashes. But it doesn't have the action to dash.
It is going to move 20 feet away in that direction, and that is going to be the first ray. That was only the first ray. Oh my goodness, here comes
That's
another
funny.
ray. Pew! 7 is
not a save.
Adrian. You have been targeted
Come at me.
on a 4. Oh no. No. Oh, but you have excellent dex. I need you to make a 14 dex. Oh yeah.
19.
You are going to take some damage as this ray comes. No, wait. Let me see if it's half or miss. I'm pretty sure it's miss.
I think it's save or soft. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a save or suck. You take no damage. However, the other beholder on this side of the field, on the right side, is going to randomly target. 2, 1, 2. Ketvia, you have been targeted by. Oh, this is the damage one, the necrotic. I need you to make a save versus
Oh, come on.
Natural
con
one.
save. You have good con though.
Exactly.
How is this possible? Because very big damage is coming here. Oh my god! 41!
Ow.
Oh,
But that's not all. One
35
more ray.
is.
Oh, Adrian again.
Come at me.
Oh my
Give me that.
goodness. Dex, come on, you gotta save this.
26.
26!
No problem.
Dang!
Easily dodged. You easily dodged 2 disintegration rays in the span of 6 seconds. You saw the first ray coming your way. You did a dodge. You saw the second ray coming. You did like the splits in midair. And that is going to be almost the end of their turn. I think they're going to ascend another 15 feet. They're going to be 30 feet off the ground, and that's going to be the end of their turn.
I don't think that's gonna save them from a flying lion.
No, it will not. It will not. Rayon, you are possibly up next. No,
Nope,
Volt, you are up
Tolls.
next.
I am going to. I know. Trying to see what my. They are undead though, right? And they're 15 feet in the air.
30.
Maybe I should have made it more, but yes, 30 feet.
Okay, they're 30 feet in the air.
What's your range on what you're thinking of doing?
I was thinking about turn undead.
Yeah, is it
Which
30
is
feet? Is it?
30 feet, yeah.
Oh, I should have made it more. All right, go ahead.
But I'd only get one though.
They're 55 feet apart. I mean, I guess it is a sphere, so if you're counting diagonals.
Oh, I don't worry about diagonals. You can hit both. No problem.
All right. So I'm gonna do my channel divinity, turn undead, and
Yeah.
they're not a CR rating of a half, are they?
No.
Yeah, I think. half or lower.
Oh, I should have ascended just an extra 5 feet, and I would have been safe.
I think they're like CR5.
Okay, so I
Yeah,
don't
4 or
know.
5, I'm sure.
I don't know what my what would be that DC to save.
It's your spell save DC, so if it's 16 or whatever it is,
It's
then
15.
you have to make. What is it, sir?
15.
15?
Wait, what?
All right. I need to make 2 wisdom
4
saves.
plus 3, 7. Yeah.
If only I had ascended another 5 feet, I could have been spared. They begin moving away immediately at high speed.
Fuck out of here.
And they disappear off into the distance.
Ryan, you gonna chase him down?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you can chase probably one down for sure.
no, that's okay.
I mean, he is much, much faster than them at the moment.
60 feet flight versus their 30, so go ahead if you wish.
Well, technically,
Well,
I
but
could
then
actually,
they'll
I
come
could
back,
actually
though.
boost it up to 120, but no, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do that.
Did
One
you
of them-
want to though? It's up to you.
One
Like
of them
the
is
canopy, the canopy's high enough that it would be a solo battle between you and one of them.
No, one chomped me off for like almost half my health now.
A disintegration would be bad.
Yeah, unless it's
Yeah.
targeted at me.
Well, no, it would be Rayon because it would be a mono fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna work. Even
Very
with my
well.
favorite of the gods, I'm not even gonna try it.
I can't believe that half of the rays were disintegration rays, and they both got dodged by the same person.
I want to draw your attention to the right side of the screen.
This map is bigger than I thought it was.
Rayon, I am going to not Rayon, Adrian, I am going to reveal what would have happened if she grabbed you with her clutches. Whoops, I did a bad here.
That
There we go.
you already had me prepared.
This is what I had planned for one of you to be in this chamber alone with the night hag. This is where things would have gotten a little weird.
I can
mean-
feel it fine, baby.
Pretty sure Adrian could have 1v1. I don't know. Maybe.
You even got the changing area there. It's awesome.
The changing area off to the right, you would have seen I have changed my form to be a little bit more appealing.
Yeah, no. Adrian was just like, bad touch. Bad touch.
That's
Got out
when
of there real
the
quick.
chromatic orb would have came out with
Leo, have you ever heard of these things called red flags?
I ran this exact same encounter. The first time, though, it was the tiefling bard that she had grabbed, and the bard had been transported to this dungeon, I guess you could call it, with the hag. And basically, she wanted him to be a suitor. She wanted to create a child with the bard. And the bard used his deception, and then I think he did a sleight of hand to grab the heartstone, and then he managed to teleport himself back. I was a little disappointed I didn't get to run it a second time to see how you would have reacted.
I mean, he's not a thief, but he is a very good pickpocket. Also, he could have probably stabbed her to death, considering she had like 30 health.
Yeah, I think he actually vicious mockeried her almost to death because she was also down on health. All right, well, good battle, and you managed to get through the long rest after getting your Lehman's tiny hut back up, and you wake up the next morning, and you talk about what would have been if that night hag had gotten a little bit more play inside of that hut. But unfortunately, it was not to be.
You mean, fortunately.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, I would have loved to see that. But anyways, you do manage to get through the night after that encounter relatively unscathed. So you wake up the next morning. We can wait for Inti to roll his important dice for next time, because they're going to be pretty important. If you wish to resummon your familiars and use components to do so, feel free. Your spell slots have been fully refueled and your hit points are at maximum.
So did Inti need? I gave him
Yes.
2.
You
So I
gave.
gave him 2. So he's down to 0 again.
He's down to 1.
Why would it be 1? Because he had to bring it. I thought he had to bring it back.
No. So he had a couple last session that he used the last of them last session.
Yeah, I think at the very end of the vampire battle that morning, he used his component.
So he has 1. Adrian has none.
And Volt, your owl, it died as well, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then the next morning, Rayon, did you want to resummon your horse or not so much? Did you want to save that slot?
Are you a ritual caster? This is a ritual, if I remember correctly.
Paladins are not ritual casters.
We took 1 level of something else, right?
Sorcerer.
Uh,
Oh, I'm muted.
Saber,
Oh.
are you there?
Sorry, I'm muted.
Oh,
No, I'm not. It's not a ritual spell, and I'm not high enough sorcerer for that. So no.
So you're not going to spend a slot then? Are you going to save it, or what?
But if we're gonna sneak up into a dragon area, then no, I'm gonna save it because I don't want a big clomping horse go up where a dragon is. So, because I'm smart now. Yeah.
Very well. You
I
gather
only
your
did
things.
it. I did it. I only used that spell slot just for the joke, just to get one of you guys laugh. That's all.
Oh,
Not about the
that
horse
spell
pocket.
is no joke. Let me assure you, that fine steed is awesome.
Okay, Beethoven.
No, it's great. Beethoven, and what was the name of the other one I had?
Clip clop.
Borthoven.
Clip clop. And then there was a pig too. What was the pig's name?
Borthoven.
Borthoven.
That was in my one shot.
They are quite useful creatures, but you decide not to cast it. You gather up your things. Another beautiful sunny day. And as you approach Thunder Tree, you get closer and closer. Midday is approximately when you arrive. And we'll probably pause for tonight here. But I did want to describe a little bit what you see in the horizon as you get closer. Near the place where the Neverwinter River emerges, from Neverwinter Wood stands the abandoned village of Thundertree. Once, this was a prosperous community on the outskirts of the forest, wealthy from the work of its woodcutters and trappers. Then, it says right here, 30 years ago. I was off by 10 years. It was 30 years ago. 30 years ago, the eruption of White Plume Mountain to the north devastated Thundertree. In the wake of the natural disaster, a plague of strange zombies is said to have swept over the area, killing or driving out those who have survived the eruption. This is all well-known lore. Though most of the zombies, you suspect, have long since crumbled to dust, there appears to be strange magic permeating the area as you approach. You see vegetation become strange, mutated, and altered as you get closer to the ruins. You see a strange fog that appears to be covering, sort of in a dome-like area, Thundertree itself. So you can see the ruins, and then up above, you see this strange fog. You also see there are ruined buildings, some intact, some completely destroyed. And what I mean intact by there is a roof still, but obviously in decay. And there are few people that venture into the ruined village, of course. But those who have said to have visited do not stay long. And that is where we will pause for this evening. Oh, there's one more thing, actually. There's a sign that you come across, an ominous sign. There is a wooden sign that is nailed to a post nearby as you approach. It reads, "Danger. Plant monsters and zombies. Turn back now."
Okay.
No sign of any dragon, that's for sure.
Are we giving the elven boots to the elven bootmaker?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do as a RP during our watch, but we ran into the battle instead.
Yep.
But I was gonna take the Winterland boots just because I have the slot for it. Nobody was using them.
Very well. We'll pause for tonight, and that is pretty good progress. Actually, I wasn't expecting it to go this fast, and there's probably only 2 remaining sessions in total in the Lost Mines of Phandelver adventure.
Ooh.
Oh, we're gonna have to make that recap video sometime soon.
And I
Yeah,
won't be here on the 17th, so
wait, 17. Yes, I will be. It's the next day I leave.
it's 2 weeks.
So if we play next Friday, the 10th, and then we skip the 17th, it's definitely going to be one that we want to skip if if only one person is not available. It still doesn't matter. We have to skip it because we're at the very end.
Yeah.
So we'll do the 10th and maybe the 24th if everything works out.
And maybe we should. Well, we can always plan something for the 17th or something different.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. All right, guys. I'll sign out and I'll see you guys next time.
All right, see you, mate.
Later.
See ya. Okay, that was interesting.
Yeah.
I was completely
guy-
joking about the ended like head baron. Okay, guys, I was completely joking about that before we even started this campaign.
Joking about what? Sorry.
The headband, the
headband.
yeah, making Ryan intelligent with the Smarty hat, which is what they call it in Disney Mickey Mouse. They call it the Smarty hat. But yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a hell of a gift. Bailey, you're not gonna have anything to give out.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not too worried about the giving out because I've
Earning.
done custom magic items before that have been based on what my players tell me have been pretty great. But I'm more concerned of how the heck am I gonna keep track of what you have access to?
You know what?
I
I
don't know
think
how
at the
many
beginning,
potions we have.
yeah, I think at the beginning of your game, we should just level set everything, and you just tell us what we need to get rid of, and that's I'd be totally fine with that. I mean, it is what it
I
is.
would be fine with you clarifying how many potions of what types we have, because our potions are kind of a mess.
Yeah, potions are a mess,
That's fair.
scrolls are a mess, except for I know that my guy has Revivify.
So, do you want me to take over the group loot? Because we need to add 400. We need to add 400 gold pieces.
Yeah.
What's that?
I was going to say 400. Yeah.
I don't know if we added from last time, because last time we got a shit ton, didn't we?
We probably did add from last time.
So we're at 980 gold pieces right now.
In the group loot?
Yeah.
I know my guy still has 300 on him.
I still got I haven't spent anything. I still got 450 somewhere. Like that's my
Yeah.
gold.
Rigel has 70. And Adrian is flat broke.
I got 462 personally, and then we have 980. So
I have
is there 5 of us?
350 on Ryan. About.
It's 5 of us, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's 196 each. We'll just divide that up.
196, not bad.
Oh, you're going to try to
We'll
hand it out
divide that
now?
up. No, we'll wait till everybody's here. So
Okay, we'll wait till next time.
Fair enough.
I'll fix up the. I was just gonna. What were the fine arrows? You got 5 fine arrows.
They
Those
were
are
+1 arrows.
+1 arrows, but none of us. Basically, only I can use them, and I have a +1 crossbow. Anyway,
Right.
So,
What was the add-on, just so I can do the math beforehand, because my math's like crazy on this.
What do you mean?
Well, how much were you divvying it out, just so I know, so I can do the math ahead of time.
It's going to be 196 starting next time.
196. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
We have 295 silver, but I was just gonna
Nah.
keep that there.
and silver is just for paying our tabs.
Yeah, basically.
Pretty much.
We got a red June. Let's see, platinum signet ring, pair of fine boots.
Big.
Yeah. I think those are the hinterland boots.
No, I'm wearing them.
Gold earrings.
No, I'm wearing the hinterland boots. Don't sell them.
No, I think
No.
that the hinterland boots were the fine boots.
Oh,
they were
yeah.
Okay.
the same.
Okay, so I could delete those then, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got these earrings, set of gold earrings.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we got 2 healing potions, 2 scrolls. I don't know what the scrolls are. And there's another one that says healing potions ×2.
I'm pretty sure the ×2s there are redundant.
Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of these because nobody knows.
Yeah. I don't see another potion of invisibility ×2 anywhere. Just the one.
Alright, guys, I'm
We
going to
do-
be right back then.
So we have 2 potions of invisibility, 2. Do we really only have 2 healing potions?
Yeah, because I forget which fight, but somebody was like, it was with the ghosts when instead of having me fight, they
Yeah, they broke
threw 'em on the ground or
one.
something.
Yeah, they broke one off your thing. Remember?
Do we really only have 3 healing potions this whole time?
Yeah,
Pretty
we
much.
haven't gotten any this whole campaign. We've only defeated like maybe 2, maybe 3, and that was like very early on, and then we haven't really gotten any since.
And I mean, we've been flying on goddamn temporary hit points this entire time, pretty much.
Well, that too.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
and we have we had the bard, we had the cleric, we have a paladin healer, we have like 3 people healing, and before actually, because even the artificer can heal technically. So
I'm thinking, what spell should I take for this battle?
All of them, every last one.
Yeah, Rigel's had his spells for the dragon fight selected for weeks now.
I also have.
Alright, everybody, so I just gotta get the Discord for them for a little bit just to do the little wrap up here, because I gotta get to the editing and all before I go to work tomorrow. So that was a little insane. Getting the headband. Like I said, I was totally joking on this headband. It gives you a plus. It basically changes your score to intelligence of whatever it is to force it to 19. Which, if you're above 19, if you have a 20 intelligence, it's not going to have any effect on you. And Ryan now has from intelligence 5 to intelligence 19. So basically, went from barely able to speak any kind of language. He understands language, but he doesn't really speak it greatly. Kind of like, Yeah, I was been doing all along. Now he can talk with great elegance upon the antithesis of the matter. So now I'm gonna have to be like that. So it completely changes my whole outlook on Ryan now. So just making sure I'm muted. But anyways, that'll do it for tonight. Again, the VODs for these are available the next morning, Saturday morning by 6 a.m. Um, and then any highlights that came about this, which obviously the Intellect's going to be one, Captain Underpants is probably going to be another one. I'll have those available on Mondays. So we'll do Friday Night Dice on Friday nights. Any highlights of Friday Night Dice will be published on Monday morning. The VOD for Friday Night Dice will be on Saturday morning. And again, my Final Fantasy VI randomizer, which the ladder series is coming to a close very soon. I believe only have like 1, maybe 2 weeks left of it. Those will be try to get those done on Tuesdays, if not Wednesdays. Depends if I have my fire department meetings on. I have it like once every Tuesday in the month. So, but anyways, that'll be actually taken by Monday night or Tuesday night. VOD available next day. All right, but anyways, now that'll do it, everybody. So again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps. Or follow. It really helps because it does set personal goals, and when I run to reach those certain goals, I can unlock more and more things on YouTube and like that, where I can do other content and more stuff. Because ultimately, and like I said before, I was going to be doing this for a living about 10 years ago, and unfortunately, personal tragedy happened, and I wasn't able to do that. But now, completely different matter. I have bunch of support behind me. In fact, they want to do this with me. My pups, my wife, they want to actually join me into making this content. So I can't wait to do that. All right, everybody. So without further ado, so the next videos that will be coming out will be Monday morning, which will be the highlight videos for the session, and then I believe I do have at least one more Final Fantasy VI randomizer. That'll be either they'll probably be actually could be Monday night, Monday or Tuesday. All right, so that'll do it. Thank you very much, and y'all have a very good night. All right.